with a buddy of mine. And there's me and Ross from 790 just like chilling in a hotel room watching Hawaii at 9 o'clock at night, chasing the rabbit, like trying to find that thing. And I was like, this is not for me.
That's what I mean. It's
this is
dangerous.
not a life for me.
But, like, that's on-site, in-person, rare. Now it's all you got to do. Take it out of your pocket and finger blast your way to a $1,000 loss.
Fact. I see Lance McCullers meeting with the media. That's weird. That's just a weird photo.
Oh, wow.
Just seeing him in a Brewers hat.
What is that hat?
It's like their city uniform.
Why is it upside down? Is it upside down logo?
Is it an
M?
It's the M, but it's the logo, but they flip it for Wisconsin.
So upside down.
Well, now it's a W.
It's an upside down M.
It's a W.
Is an M upside down W or is a W an upside down M?
Both are true.
Yes.
Both are true. But in this instance, it's a W.
But it also has that like spin on it as if it is the M.
Correct. Also correct. That's just a strange sight to see Lance McCullers.
Very much so.
In a different baseball hat. All right, we'll take a break. When we get back, I'll give my boldest Astros take. We got sidetracked there. It's a Friday. Whatever.
Such
He's
is
Will
life.
Kunkel. I'm Joe George, broadcasting live from inside Birdie's Ice House at East River 9.
This is Jeremy and Joe
on ESPN 97.5 and the ESPN Houston app.
Broadcasting live from the mobile Huntington Bank Studios located at East River 9. Here's Jeremy Branham and Joe George.
Joe and Will broadcasting live from inside Birdie's Ice House at East River 9. Come on, get some food. Will got the little chicken sandwich, little grilled chicken sandwich.
Yep.
Looks pretty good.
They put mustard on it. Well, I don't know why. On a chicken sandwich?
Did you ask for no mustard?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
That's not on here.
Well, some people like mustard.
Yes, but it's like goes places. It doesn't go on that.
Yeah, it wouldn't be for me on a grilled chicken sandwich. I go like mayo, makes sense.
Yep. I just honestly, ask
Like an aioli of some other kind.
Yes, a big aioli guy. Call in, text in. Do you ever, the mustard lovers, which I am one, do you ever put it on a chicken sandwich?
I could see ketchup.
Yeah, if you're a toddler.
Yes. And some people are. But I would if you told me one of these has to go on your chicken sandwich, which one are you taking? I put the ketchup on there.
If I have to put one of them,
yeah,
I actually probably would do mustard only because there's at least it's not like I think the older you get, you have to grow out of ketchup, kind of in general.
Okay, so I don't eat normal ketchup anymore. We don't have normal ketchup at our house.
What is non-normal ketchup?
Spicy ketchup.
Oh, hell yeah. Like the sriracha ketchup?
Yeah, from Whataburger.
Yep,
now that they sell
good.
you could buy it at HEB.
Yep.
That's what we buy. We just buy that. So that's all we have at our house is spicy ketchup. For
that's
now.
Reasonable.
Yeah.
That's acceptable. The sound, it's just too much. It's just too sweet. It's too sugary for an adult to be pouring all over your food.
It's grown-up ketchup. That's what spicy ketchup basically is.
Yes.
All right, Boldest Astros takes. Yours is the Astros will be in first place, kind of, in the next 10 days. I'm just going to Jordan's going to break the single-season home run record for the Astros.
That's a great take.
He's going to get it. He's going to get it. He's healthy. He's going to get it this year. He is going to be number one all-time single-season home run leader in Houston Astros baseball history by the end of 2026.
Dare I say that's not a bold take because it's definitely going to, and now it's not going to happen because we've said it like this, but
especially
knock on wood. That's a great take. Where do you think, where do you think right now Jordan sits in the lore of Astros baseball, and if that happens, does it move him? Is it a big enough achievement?
So it's probably easier, apart from a hitter perspective, it's probably easier way because then you have to include so many guys to include pitchers. Bagwell, Biggio, Berkman.
Is he past them?
No.
Will he ever? So here's the thing, how I'm kind of thinking about it. Jordan's he's playing amongst the boys to where you have to have career achievements to pass guys, not season accomplishments.
Now he's going to get an MVP this season too.
That's true.
Which is going to make him one of two Astros?
I think
that might be wrong. I don't remember. For me, it's Altuve 1.
Okay.
And then Jordan, man, he's just so damn good. I don't think the longevity's not there still yet.
Jeff Bagwell.
I was about
to say Bagwell, and then obviously.
Right. So it'll be one of three. So it may be all-time home run leader in a single season, MVP. It still doesn't pass. I still think it passes Biggio. Probably passes Berkman. He's probably in the top 5. He passes everyone from the golden era this season with that, I think. And some people would disagree.
So he passes
Springer,
Jose.
Well, besides Altuve, sorry.
Oh, okay.
Springer, Bregman, Correa. I think he jumps those guys.
I don't think there's a question
yet.
about that. I think he does for sure because he's been here now. He's there's some sort of recency bias maybe there.
Yeah, but I think he's on his way.
Here's the problem with that.
It's just not there yet.
The problem with that is his winning may not be there on the back half of his career in Houston because the Astros are no longer the dynasty. They're no longer in that golden era.
Yeah, but he's got the one.
He does. Yeah, no.
And he's the reason why they won it.
Does Springer have 2?
No.
Who's got – no, he missed 22.
No, it's only Altuve and Bregman have 2. Of the lineup guys.
Oh, okay.
And Yuli, I guess.
Yeah, Yuli. Okay, I knew there was a third. Okay, yep.
Of the lineup guys, not the pitchers, but of.
So does he pass Bregman?
I think
he's a better hitter than Bregman.
I think you get the MVP. Yeah, single season home run MVP. Yeah, you put him in front of Bregman. I'm fine with that. Not that I don't love Alex Bregman for what he was as an Astro, but Jordan's so special. An MVP season like that, I think it catapults him to a different category.
It does.
At this point. Like, it puts him in a different level of player, being one of 3 in franchise history. If he's like he gets a single season home run record for the Astros, like it's then arguably one of the best, if not the best seasons we've ever seen. Because like he's still hitting close to 300. Like a triple crown is still not out of the table, like off the table for him. Like
yeah, but I don't think it's actually very likely, is it?
probably not. Like
Not
just
this
because
year.
it's so hard to get it. I mean, like right now.
I remember the Miguel Cabrera chase a handful of years ago, maybe 8 years ago at this point. It was so exciting. I was living in Ohio, covering the Tigers loosely, and it was just so much fun to watch.
Yeah, I mean, because if you look at, so I guess like he could pull it off in the American League, but I don't know if we count it that way. I don't remember.
But you definitely, I don't think you do. 'Cause you have to lead baseball.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. I'm dumb.
And like the Silver
then no,
Slugger
he's
is
got-
your position
Then
of
he's got
all
no,
baseball.
Then he's got no shot.
yeah.
Because you got a guy hitting 334 in baseball right now, Renato Lopez from the Marlins. Like,
Where do they find these guys? It was the other guy.
I don't even know. I didn't even know who Otto Lopez was before this.
So
season.
he's actually on my fantasy
Nice.
team. And because I had him last year and he was pretty good and he had some pop, and now he really blew up. I mean, he's one of the best players in all of baseball right now.
He's rolling. But like, yeah, I mean, Jordan's 4th, tied for 3rd in batting average right now. But he's at 318. Luis Ariz is at 330. Batting average is 334 for Otto Lopez. Home runs, he's got 31. Schwarber's got 32 on the season, and he has 4 RBIs behind Jordan Walker right now. So he's not like in 2 of the 3 he's got like a legit shot at. Like you would need all-time collapses from him. But regardless, like if he leads Major League Baseball in RBIs and home runs, which he probably won't lead in home runs because I'm guessing Schwarber. So like even if he's second in home runs, first or second in RBIs, 315 plus batting average, single season home run record for the Astros, MVP of the American League. Like it's a generational season from an Astros player. And then there's the like when he's out there, credibility of the biggest moments he has come through. Like I think it very easily puts him in like that top 5 hitters category of Astros lore.
Yeah, I don't think there's any debate about that. I wonder because, again, the higher you go on those lists, the season achievements are great, but it's the career ones that really start to separate you because of Bagwell, Berkman, Biggio. All did amazing things for 15 years
Exactly.
at a very high level. And then you look at the rest, and then you start to open up all of baseball where he ranks in the American League for an era, as well as the rest of Major League Baseball and what he did during a generation. Like he's in those conversations of the scariest, best hitter of a generation. It's always going to be, I think Albert Pujols is the generation before him for sure. His generation is Shohei Ohtani, Aaron Judge, Yordan Alvarez, Juan Soto. I don't know who else you would really kind of put in there, but those are the best all-around hitters in the game, most feared hitters in the game during his generation, I would think. And there's probably some, maybe when he was a little bit younger, some other guys that were still around doing their thing, but he's in that conversation.
Yeah, I was right. It is American League, National League for a Triple Crown.
Oh.
So,
well, I'm a dumbass then.
So he does lead for RBIs, home runs, and batting average right now. So
how far ahead is he on the average?
Let's see.
I thought that one was like super close.
He's tied with Yandy Diaz right now.
Okay, that's close. Not Yiner Diaz.
Yandy Diaz. Yeah, the first baseman for the Rays. He's got a 2 home run lead, and then he's got a 2 RBI lead, both over Ben Rice. So Ben Rice is his biggest threat to that right now. Nick Kurtz is not too far behind in the RBI category at least, but so he's got a real shot at it this year. Like it puts him into that category of like all-time great single season Astro seasons, and then just again all the work on top of it is good. The other one I was thinking too, like, and I don't know how bold. I mean, maybe because of how poorly he's pitched as of late, but I just think we see Cy Young caliber Hunter Brown the rest of the year. Like, I'm gonna go bold there and say that. Like, there's no more like whatever was going wrong there at the end, the walks, not really just having his best stuff. Like, I think just coming out of the break when he pitches on Sunday, it's gonna be going forward good. And obviously he's not going to be in that Cy Young category this year because of how good guys like Dylan Cease have been in the American League. But like he's going to be the caliber of stuff will be there. Like there'll be a lot of Hunter Brown post All-Star break has done this. So I think that's the other one. Like we're going to see like that elite level pitching come back from him pretty quickly, I would say.
I'll give you a true hot take, a true bold take. Tatsuya Imai is their number 2 pitcher by a wide margin in the second half.
Oh, boy.
Listen, if you're not going to get out on the branch and see if it wobbles and holds you, then what's the point of playing this game, y'all? You know what I'm saying?
Man.
Let them out. Onions. Onions!
I think there's a 10% chance that you're right.
Hey, that's why when they give you plus 10,000 odds,
He doesn't know
you
where the
take
ball's
'em.
going.
Well, neither do the hitters.
That's true, but neither does the catcher.
That's also
it's
true.
just a
Get that Doug Mirabelli knuckleball glove.
I've told, like, it almost is like a knuckleball. Like, it's just a slider. Like, he just has no idea where it's going at any given moment. I mean, Ari Dickey won a Cy Young with a knuckleball, so I guess anything's possible.
Talk about a one-hit wonder for non-blondes character. My gosh.
Yeah.
That guy was non-existent after that.
Yeah, I think he had one more good year.
Maybe. I mean, he bounced around a lot for a Cy Young winner.
Yeah.
I mean, if you look at it,
He had a couple good years.
Put
Like,
people to sleep this combo, but
he had
he did. The Mets.
like a 2.8 ERA, 3.2, 2.7. He was like pretty good still for a while. Like, it wasn't like the best version of him.
He had 3 very good years, and then
And then it kind of went
around.
back down to like what you kind of expect from the average, major league pitcher. But that year, yeah, he had 2.73 ERA. The year he won the Cy Young, throwing a knuckleball. He struck out 230 guys that year. That's quite a
Damn.
bit. All right, he's Will Kunkel. I am Joe George. Will brought this question to us for the show today. Brian had to leave. So it's just the two of us hanging out today. All games are a game of inches. This is like a riddle. But which game
If you were an inch.
is the most game of inches? That's the question. That's next here on ESPN 97.5.
You're listening to Jeremy and Joe,
on ESPN 97.5 and the ESPN Houston app.
broadcasting live from the mobile Huntington Bank Studios located at East River 9. Here's Jeremy Branham and Joe George.
Joe George, Will Kunkel, East River 9, inside Birdie's Ice House. Todd Cowles will join us coming up at 4:30, 45 minutes from now, as the Astros get underway for the post-All-Star break portion of the season. The Open Championship is currently going on. Bryson DeChambeau was in second place at 7 under par. He is now tied for fifth, -5, given a 2-stroke penalty for improving his lie on the 5th hole. I'm looking at still shots. When they went back to the 5th hole to show it to him. The rules officials. He's got his arms open. He's yelling. And there's a video, which you saw earlier, where it looks very clearly like he says, I'm just not going to play tomorrow. So is Bryson going to be on the golf course tomorrow? We'll find out.
He'll calm down. He'll return.
But at least at this moment, he was gone from second to tied for fifth for a 2-stroke penalty. That's what's going on over at the Open. So, Will, you presented this question to me. Of all sports games are a game of inches. Which sport is the most game of inches? And I think there's going to be an argument for 3 of them.
I've got 2, unless you're going to introduce me to one.
Okay.
And maybe, actually, you know what, 3. I'll entertain 3.
I think I have 3 sports. What are the 3 you have?
Baseball, football, tennis.
Okay, I will accept tennis. I will add golf.
Golf's a good one. But it's only in how many instances?
We see guys miss putts by this much.
Yeah, so putting.
Yeah,
it's not like a game of inches in the fairway.
No, it's not.
So that's a big portion.
And if you go in the water, you go in the water, right?
Right, yeah, you're not trickling in.
Yeah, you're just rolling into the water. You're just going in. You're going for a swim. So it's more just the putting aspect of it.
So that's a lot of game where it's not.
Yeah, so maybe I don't know enough about tennis to make an argument against it. I think number 1's baseball.
I think I'm leaning that way too. Here's my thinking. It's likely the sport with the most replay available to it, because that's when you get down to the nitty-gritty and the inches, and there's the toe here, is the toe there, is the ball here, is the ball there. So, obviously, in tennis, it's that VAR replay where, you zoom in, and it's oh, my God, it's a millimeter in or a millimeter out. Now, how many times does that really come into play is really kind of the question there. So, on baseball, it's now on the more pitches than we've ever seen in the history of the game, because it's the first time we're utilizing this replay challenge system on the ball strikes. So, we're talking a matter of centimeters and millimeters are now at play, or if a guy pops off a bag, if the ball hits the line, if the ball is over the fence, is the ball in the glove, is it a bang-bang play?
Because was this inspired by Kyle Schwarber last night?
Who
missed the home run by an inch.
Right. I think what happened was someone said it's a game of inches. I was like, isn't everything? And I was like, I wonder what the most game of inches
is. I think it's baseball, and I think it's everything. We saw in the Red Sox game today. Sorters on first and third with 1 out. They laid down a bunt, and it literally you see it it's the best bunt I've seen of the season, and it's literally about to go back into foul territory, and it stays on the line. It's a fair ball. Run scores. I also think, too, past that, how many times do we see a guy get a fastball down the middle on a 3-0 count, and he pops the ball way up into the air?
Great call.
And you look at it again, and when you look at where the ball is hit on the bat, he misses it by an inch from the sweet spot of the bat, where if he makes it in that right spot, that thing's going 390 feet and leaving the ballpark. But because he missed it by a millimeter, it's a pop-up to the shortstop.
Yeah,
so, I think it's baseball,
and it might be by a wide margin. I'll play devil's advocate here just for fun. In football you have it by an inch or less on the spot. You have it by an inch or less along the sidelines or in the end zone where they are. You have it if the kicker on a missed kick, an inch here, an inch there. Not talking about the uprights, but where he hits the ball. A lot of those type of instances. But I think I do agree with you that it's baseball, because it's almost in every situation.
Exactly.
Like in golf, for sure, like an inch is huge, but it's only on the putting aspect.
In baseball,
if you're in the fairway,
yeah.
you're in the fairway by about 30 yards.
In baseball, it's where the ball is at in the strike zone, where you hit, how you hit the baseball, where it rolls down the line. I mean, how many times have we seen a baseball like curve to a foul ball, in line stand, the ground rule double play? You know, the Crawford boxes. You get it just over there. We saw a pesky pole home run today in Boston. Like, that's a game of inches where, like, you're wrapping around that little pole. Eric DeBuyer says football. He says, I mean, 1/2 step or too late or too early, you don't quite make it. 1/2 second too slow or too fast, you don't quite catch it. Fair.
That's kind of everything, whether it's even in basketball. Like, if you want to be early or late, like, your timing's going to be off in general.
I like this suggestion from 6419 because it's the one that I think every single person can absolutely relate to.
Uh-oh.
No matter how actually athletic or unathletic you are, it's a sport we all can play.
In the bed?
Nope.
Inches matter?
Nope, they do. But bowling. Because if you hit that pocket,
Yeah.
it's a strike.
Pool?
If you miss that pocket by a little bit, you might get a 7-10 split.
You're right about that. It's definitely. I went bowling recently for the first time in like a really long time. I was like, hit that thing dead on, and then obviously not because it didn't get the strike, right?
Yep.
So definitely, I mean that could. The issue for or against bowling is the for is it's 100% of the time. The against it's only in one situation, which is the entire sport. So I don't know how that helps or hurts the argument. It's either obviously bowling, and same thing with pool.
Yeah, pool. I just don't. I'm terrible at pool.
See, I'm not terrible at pool, but I'm not like. I'm not. Yeah, I'm not talking about my pool game anymore.
Like I can like
darts.
Yeah,
because those things aren't really inches big.
That's a game of like centimeters.
I love me some darts.
Pool, like I'm like good for like one good game out of like 10. Like one game is just like we're in that flow state.
Yeah,
it's going well. Then a lot of times it's just bad.
What's your favorite bar game? Let's include, I guess, foosball you can include in there, pool, buck hunter. What you find in bars, what's
Probably
your favorite?
darts.
I think
honestly.
darts is also mine.
I like pool, too.
I like pool as social.
I'm not a big foosball guy.
I like foosball, but, like, if you start spinning the things, I'm going to rip your head off.
Yeah, it's just not for me. Like, it's fun, but, like, if I have, like, the choice of a 3, like, I'm never, like –
Yeah.
I'm never going into it.
Once you get into foosball, though,
yeah, like
damn, it's fun.
Yeah, now that might be like there's two different Joes giving that answer here. Like sober Joe is probably saying no foosball. You liquor me up a little bit, like I might be the foosball king, or think I am at least.
You were definitely the guy, which we all were, by the way, when you played beer pong or Beirut, whatever you called it, wherever you're from. The couple more of the beers, the better you get.
Yep. Oh, especially at beer pong.
Yes.
Everyone can play cornhole, bags.
I do not. I don't dislike that game, but I'm like,
oh, I love it.
It's all right. It's all right.
We used to spend hours.
I think it's so slow moving that it's just kind of boring.
I think. Okay, that's fair. I think it's one where you got to have good company.
Well, I was about to say, you have to be playing with someone next to you that's good because you're not really communicating with the guys that are apart from you.
You got to be on the right side of like the opposite team. You got to have
probably a crowd. You know.
Yeah, like
a lot going on.
And like like if you're next to the right person, like it's good. So you can hang out, just like shoot the breeze with. Like you're good to go. Like you can have a fun conversation. Like, and it's more of a social game at that point.
Yes.
Which can be fun.
Bar games in general.
Yeah.
It's a very underrated drinking game, not a bar game. Have you ever taken a ski pole, put a beer bottle on the top, and taken a frisbee, and you got to hit?
Oh yeah.
And you try to catch it as the other team tries to knock it off.
Not exactly like that, but we had that like as
trash can frisbee kind of that.
Yeah, we had like just like the like kid friendly version of that where like you would put it just was a set game where like you would just put it up there. You got to throw the frisbee, knock it off. You got to try to catch it. Like we would do that for hours and hours and hours in the summer.
What do you call the game where you have the two mini balls with the rope in between? You try to throw it on the different rungs.
I don't know the name of it.
Do you know what you?
I know exactly what it is.
What do you ever reference it as?
I don't remember. Like golf rope? I have no idea. Like,
I
'cause they're
think it's
little
actually
golf
called
balls.
ladder ball, but I think there's another term. I'm not sure I'm allowed to say it.
Maybe like no, probably not.
It starts with a T and ends with it. It's a male anatomy part that starts with a T and then toss.
Oh yeah, no, don't say that. No, we didn't call it that. Maybe we did call it ladder ball, but like I remember playing that game a lot.
I think that's what it's called.
That was a dangerous game though.
What?
You hit those golf balls in the air.
I could sit here and do this forever. Do
Oh,
you want to
dude.
get off the side?
That's fine.
What game did you play as a kid that you would love to bring back today as like a social beverage game? Like a hungry hippo? The problem is you're gonna more beers you have, you're gonna break those things so
Have you ever
quickly.
played Battle Shots?
No.
So it's just Battleship,
Oh, okay.
but there's shot glasses.
Oh, yeah. I don't think I have.
Yeah.
What about like Crossfire? Remember that game?
I don't think okay.
When you you shoot the little mini
Jeremy
metal
talked
balls.
about that. I've never played Crossfire.
Oh man,
Yeah.
great game.
Yeah, I never played that one.
I could do that. Man.
Washers is far superior to Cornhole.
Is Washers? I think I've played Washers, but I'm not. I can't remember what it was. I can't.
Isn't it just like you're throwing like little washers? Isn't it like horseshoes?
But to
with
where?
Isn't it like horseshoes with washers?
Horseshoes is a fun game.
I feel like I don't remember like the exact rules of
Bocce.
washers. I mean, I used to love bocce. I don't play it. No one plays it down here.
Yeah, I can't remember Washers. I can see the Washers and them sitting where they're supposed to be sitting, but I can't remember what I did with them when we played Washers.
We didn't play it a lot growing up. Like that was not something we just like played very often at all. Like it just wasn't like one of our things. All right, so there's a trend going on the TikTok these days that you participated in.
Oh, the Netflix doc?
Yes, the Netflix doc. But DeAndre Hopkins also participated. It was very funny. So the question here is, what's the 30 for 30 you want to see made? Because the DeAndre Hopkins one we're going to talk about, it might lead the list for a lot of Texans fans. We're going to do that next. Broadcasting live from East River 9 here on ESPN 97.5. Joe George, Will Kunkel here on ESPN 97.5. A couple other suggestions for our lawn games that we used to play, or games we would turn into drinking games from the text line here. Rock'em Sock'em.
I was going to suggest that.
Great idea. 6523, does tetherball still exist? All we played in elementary school. I don't know.
That's a great game back in the day. Like, horribly easy when you were the bigger kid, though. Like, incredibly easier once you got stronger. You just hit it so hard that if the other kid got in the way, you'd kill him.
I don't feel like I see it anymore. Like, we go to the park a lot.
No, I haven't seen it
there
in years.
So they'd have to still be only like schools, but like I don't think they're just like an average playground like area, like they're out there next to the basketball courts like they used to be. Bring back lawn darts.
I was going to say lawn darts. We had a set of those.
We had the real ones.
Yep, ditto. Well, of course.
And then
when we grew up, for sure.
And then now they made it soft. Can't have the metal anymore.
You know what man, I could go on this rant. You know what the worst soft woke thing that's happened in this world was?
What's that?
Taking the dodgeballs from the rubber grippy ones.
Well, they don't even play
to like those foam pieces of junk.
Well, they don't even play it anymore. A lot of schools, they just got rid of it.
Even worse.
Yeah.
Like that was a character building class.
What's wrong with dodgeball?
Nothing is wrong with dodgeball. Or Red Rover. Apparently, you can't play anymore.
Really?
Insane.
I see Red Rover.
You were a Foursquare guy.
I love Foursquare.
Loves Foursquare. Spinnies.
Red Rover I could see because, like, you might have a big kid who's on, like, the football team, run through the nerds. Tough spot to be in. Like, dodgeball, like, everyone loved dodgeball.
Hell yeah.
Like dodgeball was, like, it didn't matter, like, what sports you played. If you didn't play sports, like, dodgeball in gym class was the best.
You know who didn't love it, though? And it's always the case. It's the weakest links.
Yeah, but even then, like, they're okay.
Yeah,
like,
they're just sissies, and it's a mother that it enables the little crybaby kid, and they call to school. Now nobody can get big, strong, and tough.
Yeah, but, like, just bring it back. Like, bring back dodgeball.
I couldn't agree more.
I've always wanted to do, like, get all the stations involved in, like, a big charity thing.
If you can do anything for charity.
I think, like, a charity dodgeball tournament with all the stations would be a lot of fun.
And who would win?
I don't know.
Genuinely, can we say names of other places?
Yeah. I mean,
Sterner would obviously be.
But his shoulder might be broken at this point.
That could be true.
He also might just fumble the ball. I mean, we're pretty banged up.
790's got nobody.
I mean, Clan's probably got I don't know. Lance's arm might fall off.
I'm hosing some dudes.
Jeremy's got mommy's wrist. Like we're at a disadvantage. Like those two alone, like put us at a disadvantage right there. But I think that'd be like awesome. So there's this TikTok trend going on right now where people pick random things and they sit down in a chair, they mic themselves up, usually dressed kind of nice. The Netflix music's going on in the background, and it's like the 30 for 30 music, and like they do it. Like you did it about being a dad,
being like a stay-at-home dad. How every time I sit down, I'm needed.
Yes.
Can I get a second here, please?
It kind of caught wind in, the Houston sports community first because DeAndre Hopkins did it. And he sat down, and the music's going, and the caption across the screen is a pastor becoming a GM. And my first thought was, please tell the story. I want to hear, the honest player's perspective of the Jack Easterby era. Especially for someone like DeAndre Hopkins, who was off the team because of baby mama drama and things that were going on there, which Bill O'Brien has denied, but not everyone in the situation has denied. What's true, what's not? How did Easterby get so much power? It kind of evolves into the Deshaun Watson situation, where people fired in the organization, it seems to me from afar. I don't know this for a fact. Everyone got all upset from when all the equipment staff got fired. J.J. Watt got all upset, and then I don't know. We found out the massage tables were being handed out to Deshaun later on. What's the truth? So what's the 30 for 30? You can go sports. You can go non-sports. Anyone you want can text in 713-780-3776. I just watched a documentary on the cruise that crashed off the coast of Italy.
Oh, yeah.
The guy thought he could get by, and he crashed into a rock and terrifying.
It's amazing when you watch these documentaries how much like ego is involved. And again, talking about stupid people, when your ego leads you, like the submarine one, that one that crushed like six people.
Yeah.
The story behind it's a tragic story because people died, but then you watch how they got to the situation. You're like, this isn't tragic in of it, like how we got here. It's pure stupidity. And the guy was like, no, it's gonna work. It's gonna work. And everyone's like, no, it's not. He's like, yeah, it is. And everyone's like, no, it's not. And then boom, done.
Yeah, he poofed,
like,
literally.
What are we doing?
Yeah, I mean, like the cruise one, like, my gosh, I'm not going to spoil it for anyone else to watch it. There's this, like, one of the main families in the story. You have no idea what the end result is of the story. And eventually you get it, like, at the very, very end, but the whole time it's just like, this feels like it's going to have a very sad ending.
Don't ruin it, because I want to be sad by myself.
You're just, like, on hold, basically, the whole time. But, so I do think, like 30 for 30s you want to see me. Like, I want to see the Jack Easterby story. Like, what truly happened.
Did you see my interview with Andre Johnson a couple of years ago? I sat down with him, and I asked him about that. Oh, no, I asked him about his relationship with Cal and how it's evolved over the years. And he admitted that early on he wasn't really sure how it was. You know, he's a player, he's the owner, blah, 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 and that it really kind of got strained or / tested and stronger because he went to Cal and said, this whole Jack Easterby thing is a disaster. Mm-hmm. And he didn't know how Cal was going to take it, and long story short, he took it well. And I think, it helped him take action to get rid of Easter because Andre Johnson was like, this has to stop right now.
Yeah, I mean, at that point, like, we knew, like, from the former Texans players that I know that, like, all the guys who were ambassadors were getting ready to drop being ambassadors. Like, guys you would see in the red jackets and stuff at games, like, they weren't going to partake anymore. They weren't going to support the team in that way because of how bad the organization was being run at the time. That's obviously through Cully and all that stuff, too. Like, it wasn't just about the on the field. It's more about the off the field.
It typically usually is, honestly.
Yeah.
You're usually bad on the field because of how poorly you're run off the field.
Yeah. 9206 says 30 for 30 on Astro World. I'm guessing, like, the rise and fall of the amusement park is what we're talking about here because the other one exists about Travis Scott's disaster, which that's a tough watch.
Coco's in there.
That's a hard watch, that one, because it's like, you know the story.
Yeah, and you know exactly what's about to happen.
And it's just like, it's a brutal watch. Like,
you know what's a crazy one was the Woodstock one with Limp Bizkit when he was like,
Woodstock 98?
Hell no. Yeah.
yeah. That's a good one, though. I mean, obviously, like, at some point in time, my prevailing theory is that when the Hall of Fame riders are losers and keep Jose Altuve out of the Hall of Fame,
this was my answer,
that we will get an immediate 30 for 30 with Bregman and Correa and Springer and Hinch and Luno, and everyone will sit down and they'll finally tell the truth about the trash cans.
But
and they will vindicate Jose Altuve to put him into the Hall of Fame.
People aren't going to believe it if they don't believe it now. It's one of those things, like, people have their opinions no matter what they ever see.
Yeah, that's very possible. I think they'll try. I think they'll try.
Maybe.
Because I think Altuve is going to get in eventually. I just don't think he's going to get in first ballot.
Well, he's definitely not getting in first ballot.
It's okay with me. Like,
yeah, it's a shame. It's a bummer.
Yeah, but like he's going to get in eventually. Like, he's not going to be Bonds. He's going to have enough votes to be on the ballot. It's not going to be like other guys of the past. But yeah, I think to me, like, for like Houston sports, those are the top two.
I would actually expand that to be one of that was my number one answer, but the baseball cheating scandal. Because we all know it was not just the Astros.
Yep.
The Astros had the most egregious, simple way to go about it with the trash cans. Right. Like, everybody was involved. And maybe not everybody. I don't want to broad brush. But put it this way. It was not just the Astros. And I think I would love to see the behind-the-scenes conversations of how you went about it, how you came up about going about it, how it impacted you. It was a bad thing for baseball, and it was all across the league.
No, I mean, we know, like, the Yankees and the Red Sox with their different things. We know Eric Kratz, I think it was the catcher, the former Yankees catcher.
I don't think he was with the Yanks. But
said the Rockies were doing –
he's with foul territory, is that right, that guy?
I think so. Maybe it was someone else I'm thinking of. Said the Rockies were using the massage gun on the metal bench.
Yeah.
Like how the Astros were using the trash cans in a very similar way.
Oh, he was with the Yankees in 2017.
We know the Brewers. I know the Brewers. If you don't know, they cheated. They got caught during the middle of a game. They were passing signs from the right field bullpen.
That's crazy.
Like there's plenty. Like you're right. There's so many teams. I think the way though I'd want though is I kind of would love I think that's a two-parter. I think it's a Astros story, and then at the end, it's like Beltran being like, "Well, I told you I learned about it from the Yankees," and then you tell everyone else's story after that. But like the reason why that'll never happen is because that is a black guy still. Where if you tell that one story, it still is kind of the team that's hated is hated. I don't think you'll ever get enough guys on the record from other organizations to do it, but I hope we do get it one day. Because I kind of just want to know the truth. Like I want to know the truth about Luno. I want to know the truth about the TVs being broken by AJ Hinch and why they didn't listen. What Carlos Beltran brought to the organization. Like I do think and
how much did Jose push back? Because you can't just honestly, you can't just sit there quietly and play innocent.
Yeah, like we know, I want to see. I just want to see it. Like I just want to know because it's like there's still so much speculation.
Yep.
And the players can do it right, and then they can bus drive everybody else in the league and not give them a chance to respond too. Like they can tell everyone else's story. They can say, well, yeah, we got caught during this White Sox game, but we knew that they were doing it too. They just didn't get caught, and they thought we were more egregious than they were. Like I think it's whether you like it or not, like it's a story worth telling. It's one of the biggest stories in sports.
Hell yeah. It's a great story to tell.
I don't really need the Deshaun Watson story because I feel like we know it all.
Yeah, and it's not like it's multi-layered. It's a guy that was scummy, that did stupid, scummy stuff, and that's kind of it. I don't need to see video of it.
Yeah, I don't even know. Like I think we all kind of know the answer. 1984 says 30 for 30 on how Jeremy Branham and how he lives with mommy's wrist. Great point.
What is mommy's wrist?
He's got a problem with his wrist.
What a sissy. Limp-wristed, huh?
Dude, there's some times where he bumps it during the show. And at first I was like, this is a stupid joke. Like I was like, this is a bit. I'm just gonna go along with it. Whatever. Saying he's the toughest guy in sports radio, works with mommy's wrist. And then there's some times where he bumps it during a break or while we're on air, and his facial reaction, I'm like, oh, he actually isn't legit pain.
Is that like the backdoor term for what he has? Mommy's wrist? You saying mommy like MOMMY?
Yeah.
Mommy's wrist?
Yeah, I think they get it from holding the baby. And
he gets it from breastfeeding?
No, I think it and then it's a golf injury too.
Like golfer's elbow.
It sounds hilarious. I think he said he got it because he hit a branch.
Doing what?
Golfing, not a branch, a vine.
Oh, he came to a sudden stop.
Yeah, he hit it.
There's no vines in the fairway though. Well, it's weird.
Well, he's not always. Huh. You think he's a fairway guy?
Yeah, no.
9506. Add the Dodgers to that. Yeah, for sure.
All of it. Well, I said all of it. Yeah, don't be that guy.
I know. I think every team. I think all 30. You know what? I'm not gonna say all 30 because there's always teams that are behind. Hell, we got a cheating scandal today. We got a cheating scandal today in Major League Baseball. You got teams getting in trouble for using AI too much and circumventing the iPads that they have in their dugout and using them to an extreme length.
You know what's crazy, though, is that Major League Baseball hasn't put in enough precautions to be like, here's your team or here's your league-sanctioned iPad, and, you can't download anything else. You can't do this, XYZ, or lock it or do whatever. You take them pregame, you give them back postgame, whatever, however you have to go about it. The fact that this is still, so easy to accomplish says a lot about Major League Baseball's front office.
If you missed the story, Adam Ottavino said the Mets had an AI program that helped batters pick pitches up on the iPad, and pitchers, and it also went past that too, where there was some algorithm stuff that was even making it for the managers to have to not make in-game decisions.
Oh,
it was kind of telling them, it's kind of feeding the information of when to bring in a relief pitcher and things like that. It's very ironic that the Mets are trash. And the ones using this, but yeah, apparently Major League Baseball caught wind of it, shut it down. But this is so baseball. They introduce new things to the sport, and new things get introduced to the world, and they don't forward think. They're not how are teams going to use this? It's the one sport where Major League Baseball teams and players do every little thing they can do to their advantage, whether it's trash cans or steroids or AI or Apple Watches, whatever. How do they never get in front of this stuff? Of just hey, can't use AI on the iPad.
And
generic rule.
And just have stopgaps around it to where the umpires check the iPads, check whatever. But this is where the punishments have to be strong enough to deter, etc. And Baseball is notoriously like a wink, wink, nod, nod type sport when it comes to, I don't want to say cheating because it's not, but like stealing signs is part of the game. That's acceptable. It's okay to do that.
Yeah.
It's not okay to use cameras. It's not okay to use the technology to help you cheat. If you can try to gain an edge here and there by like knowing the game, then cool, go for it. But this stuff is just bad for the sport.
30 for 30 on diva wide receiver behavior, either the downfall of Antonio Brown or Brandon Ayuk.
That's a short-lived story.
I think the Antonio
you can do
Brown,
that in an Instagram short.
Antonio Brown would be interesting.
That one would be better
Because how much of it goes back to going over the middle against the Bengals?
Fontez perfect.
Yeah. Like he's such a wackadoo. Like I just don't know like what kind of story he's able to tell. Because he's so out of it these days. Ayuk one, this one's just, I don't know, it's strange. He's going after Jane Daniels now.
He's an idiot.
He's done. Like, his career's over. Like,
someone else commented, was like, how do you get CTE from a torn ACL?
Like, he's just like, his career's over. Like, that guy is not a factor, and he also just looks fat.
What's crazy,
I'm
again,
fat, so I can say it.
This comes again to, like, stupid. You're shooting yourself in the foot because you refuse to not be stupid. Repeatedly. Mm-hmm. And when you post to social media, you have time to think about it. You're not up on stage talking live. You're recording this and then pushing it out.
It's very funny. I know.
Like, dude, stop.
It's one thing for like the guys who like just like say dumb things in front of like a live camera.
Uh-huh.
But like 100%. This guy, like this is a choice. This guy's just making on like
it's
a daily basis.
It's a choice, and then another choice, and then another choice, another. You have to make four like choices to say yes along the way for that video to get out. Yeah. You have to think you want to say it, then you have to say it. You have to record it. You have to then like edit it up or whatever it is that you're going to do, and then you have to send it.
Yeah, it's strange. All right, we're gonna take a break. When we get back, this is Brian's idea, but he had to leave, so we're just gonna do it without him.
Dumb.
Wednesday, National Hot Dog Day. We missed it. We were busy. We got off the tracks. We're talking hot dogs. We're doing that next. Baseball's back, so we're talking hot dogs. That's next year on ESPN at 97.5. First, I want to talk to you about my friends at D&M Leasing. They can get you a brand new lease vehicle in the next 24 to 72 hours. All you have to do is give them that phone call at 713-290-1000 or visit them at dmautoleasing.com. On their website, you'll see a full list of inventories, Hondas, Fords. They got it all right there for you. When you pick your vehicle and you give them the call, they'll go through the qualification process. If you qualify, you can get payments for as low as $400 a month, when the average car payment right now is about $800 a month. You're only going to be in for 3 years on a lease versus the 7 to 10 years the average car payment is right now. So no more negative equity, lower car payments if you qualify. Again, you can change that car out in just 3 years and just be rolling into a brand new vehicle at that time. Give them the call right now, 713-290-1000, or visit them at dmautoleasing.com. Colton, how you feeling back there? Seems like it's going okay. Seems like it's going well. You feel comfortable on the board? Did Sean train you on the dump button? It's okay. I almost swore earlier, too, so I got close. I said shoot the breeze, but those were not the words that were in my brain when I was about to say it, so. Yeah, for the end of the show, yes, sir. I don't know when it's actually like. Well, it airs at 5:45 or 5:57, so it should be in there before that. I would guess it's in there about like 5:30, the latest.
This is Jeremy and Joe,
on ESPN 97.5 and the ESPN Houston app.
broadcasting live from the mobile Huntington Bank Studios located at East River 9. Here's Jeremy Branham and Joe George.
Back here on ESPN 97.5, Todd Cowles will join us in about 10 minutes or less here on the show. Take a look at the Astros' upcoming schedule, what they should be shooting for, making the playoffs, all that fun stuff coming up here in just a little bit. But Wednesday was National Hot Dog Day, Will. And this still works great today because baseball's back, and there's no better place to eat a hot dog.
Did you have a dog?
A hot dog?
Yeah. Did you have one yesterday? You
No.
said today was National Hot Dog Day.
Wednesday was.
Yesterday. Or what's today?
Today's Friday.
Did you have one on Wednesday?
No.
Neither did I.
No. But if I go to a ballpark, that's where I basically eat my hot dogs, is at a ballpark.
Or Costco.
I'm not a Costco guy.
Really? What are you, a guy? HEB?
Kroger.
Kroger.
Usually. It's because it's the closest thing to my
Easy,
house.
yeah.
That's all. That's what my grocery shopping is based on. Which is the closest Kroger or HEB to the house.
That's reasonable.
And that's just what I choose. It's the closest one. Takes me 2 minutes to get there. Nice and easy. Done. Was a Walmart before that in the last house we lived. Just wherever's closest. But Wednesday was National Hot Dog Day, so we got a couple things to discuss here about this. Again, baseball's back.
You're going to ask that question? You're going to ask I hate this
Brian
question.
put this on here.
Yeah.
Is it a sandwich?
And then he ran.
Then he ran. Because the answer is no, dude.
No, it's not.
It's
Sandwich
not
is north, like the bread is on the top and bottom, not on the left and right.
Fact. Is a burger a sandwich?
No.
Agreed.
We all know what a sandwich is. I mean, it's like
You know what it is when you see it.
Yeah, it's like that
That's not
judge.
it.
That judge said it infamously several years ago. It's like,
Yeah.
I don't know what pornography is, but I know when I see it.
I know. I know. I will hear the argument for the burger or beat a sandwich more than the hot dog. Disagree.
That's fair.
Disagree, but I will hear it. I will understand you where you're coming from.
Yes.
Mustard, ketchup.
On a dog,
Yeah.
I am an onion and mustard guy.
Same.
I'm an adult male.
Yeah. Mustard, onion. I like relish
I like it.
if it's not at a ballpark because I don't like sweet relish.
Oh,
I think sweet relish is gross.
it's reasonable.
It's not my thing.
It's an
So,
adult take.
At like a ballpark, they don't offer the other kind, which I don't quite understand.
Well, it's like simple. Keep
Yeah, I
it simple,
know.
stupid.
Can't you have both of them though?
They don't. It's not like they have multiple ketchups or mustard. They don't really
At
have spicy
certain,
mustard.
At certain spots of the dike, they do.
See, I wish they had spicy mustard.
Maybe not. Maybe they don't. Maybe I'm thinking of other ballparks. Other
Spicy mustard.
Yeah, other
onions.
ballparks do. Like, oh, that's a good call.
Do you like Chicago dogs? Being a Chicago fan, are you a Chicago guy or just a Chicago fan?
I'm a Chicago guy.
Okay,
I grew up there.
I wasn't sure.
Not really, to be honest. Like, they're fine. Last time I had one, my wife wanted to try one, a Chicago dog. So I got one with her. But, like, they're not my favorite.
Yeah.
Like, I go Polish.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
That's a good
always
one.
go to more, like Polish is like, I know it's not technically a hot dog, but, like, that's my go-to at like, Wrigley. Always and forever.
Is what?
A Polish dog.
Yeah.
Grilled onions, mustard, elite. What's your – okay, so if you're going to add something else to your hot dog, what's your favorite hot dog topping?
I mean, again, it's the onion, but if I had to add something else to
Yeah.
my dog, I mean, it's not cheese. I mean, I'd go chili, but it's got to be a good chili. Don't tell me this crap is chili that you take and you slop it on there and it's just horrible and disgusting. I got to pay for it later.
Yeah. It's
What else would there be?
– well, like, I mean, ketchup, mustard, onion.
Yeah, I'm not doing ketchup. Like, I would do a jalapenos.
Some people do tomato.
That's a Chicago dog. I would do jalapenos or
Yeah, jalapenos. I prefer the jalapenos just in the dog. Not
with cheddar.
Not on top of the dog.
That like the cheddar wurst.
Yeah.
Forget
those are the
about
best.
it. Oh my! Don't. Ow.
1970 says relish. Bratz guy.
That's fine. I'm fine with the relish.
I just don't
I
like
have no
sweet
problem.
relish. I like normal relish.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Yeah, it's just like the sweet one's not for me. Little pickle.
Yeah, I like I love pickles on burgers, pickles on chicken sandwiches, those type pickles, the slices. Just
Not as much on a hot
you know what
dog,
I did recently
But
is I fried up some cheese, in a pan. Just dropped a bunch of cheese in a pan. I did parm.
okay.
The recipe I saw was to do it with Gouda, but I did with parm. And then I got all crispy on one side, flipped it over, put a pickle spear in there, and then folded it up, and then dipped it in some tzatziki that I made at home. Bro, that was so good.
Sounds
so good.
Sounds pretty good.
Scrumptious-lescent.
My last question here. Could you complete the 999 challenge?
Yes.
The real one, not
Yes.
the one they sell at Dyken Park.
Those are all, that one and the one
like-
they have in San Francisco is an absolute scam.
Because they're mini dogs and
Yes,
mini beers.
It's a scam.
That's easy. Like
Yeah.
it's basically a 4.5 and 9.
Oh man, yes, I can complete it, but I don't eat the way I used to, so like I'm gonna get full. The beer's not a problem.
No, beer's good. I can do 9 beers.
It's the bread on the dogs that are gonna be an issue. But if I can find the right dog and like the right burger, it can be a big hot dog. I'm fine with like the girth on the dog.
Child.
I don't want like the bunny, the bready bun. I want like a steamed, like.
You don't like the thin, like the.
Yeah,
small.
exactly.
See, sauerkraut on a hot dog, great call.
Oh man, there it is. Boom. Yes, 100% sauerkraut.
See, mustard, chili cheese, onion, bacon wrap hot dog with mayo, avocado, pico, and queso fresco. That's a lot, but that sounds awesome.
Amazing.
Mustard and sauerkraut, great call.
There's a dog place around here actually in Edo that I've been told to try, and they have like wild game type, like exotic dogs.
There was this one place that I don't remember where it was at. I don't remember the name of it now. It's closed. It was a pandemic casualty. It was this hot dog place. It was elite. We used to go to it all the time.
Do you is it weird that McDonald's, Burger King, Wendy's don't have hot dogs? Being it's like a burger joint. Usually, like burger spots have dogs.
I swear, I thought one of them tried it at one point.
Probably.
I feel like it was McDonald's.
Would you eat it?
Yeah, probably. Just try it. Last story I'll tell before we go to break. Weirdest thing I've ever seen happen to a hot dog before.
To a hot dog?
Yeah. Last time we took Joseph to a baseball game.
To a hot dog.
He decided to eat it from the top. So he was taking bites instead of eating it like a normal human being.
He was eating like a corn on the cob?
Yeah. And I looked at him. I was like, what are you doing, dude? And he just starts laughing because he knew it was being funny. I was like, this is the strangest behavior I've ever seen from you. Like, you're 5. This is the weirdest thing I've ever seen you do in your life is try to eat a hot dog this way. I'm like, we're here to watch Team America, Team USA, and you're eating a hot dog like this. Like, what is wrong with you?
Did he learn that from someone? Like,
I don't know.
It sounds like something we would have seen on, like, Wayne's World and, like, carried it over to the dinner table.
Probably. I was just like, what is this kid doing? All right, we're going to take a break. Todd Callis joins us next right here on ESPN 97. First, I want to talk to you about Twin Peaks. It's an awesome place to go to watch all the games. Baseball is back starting tonight. I guess technically last night. The big tournament going on right now, and you got to go there to keep it fresh with that 29-degree beers, Michelob Ultra, coming around from the Twin Peaks girls. They have spicy margaritas made with Casamigos. You got all the food that you can get. They're hand-tossed wings, 12 sauces and dry rubs, sear-to-order burgers, and they're all the shareables that are there that are just absolutely elite. And right now at Twin Peaks, Avalanche Food Group has launched their 2026 Teacher Grant Campaign. Last year, across Twin Peaks, across the state of Texas, they raised $78,000 for teachers. This year, their goal for their back-to-school give-back campaign is to raise $100,000 for local educators. It's really simple. You go to Twin Peaks, and all they're going to ask you is to round up your bill. You don't have to do anything extra. You got a 25-cent bill, throw 75 on there. Throw a little extra. Help the teachers out. Their 2026 Teacher Grant Campaign happening across most of the Twin Peaks in the Houston area. Twin Peaks, eats, drinks, scenic views. Hey, Colton, is Michael in there? Brian also forgot to show Colton the intro. If you could show him where that's on his page. Brian says it's on his Brian 3. Thank you, Michael. Guys, my mic's on. Thank you. Back here at ESPN 5, broadcasting live from East River 9 in downtown. You can see the beautiful skyline behind us. And the Houston Astros action tonight. Come the All-Star break, Peter Lambert will be on the mound. And Astros podcast joins us right now. TK, start here. How was the All-Star break? What'd you do?
It's good. Spent a couple days in Philly, saw some old friends from high school, and played a little golf. And then the last 6 days have been in Houston, so it was a really good break.
You know, it's interesting. You know, coming out of the break here, Astro 3 games back in the division. I know we talked about it, last week, but now as the second part of the season really starts, what for you is kind of your vibe around this team? Are you feeling optimistic or still a little hesitant to think the Astros are going to go out here and make a big run and push the All-Star break portion of the season?
Yeah, I would say I'm cautiously optimistic. I think we've talked about it before. I'd like to see this team get to 500, and then I would be more optimistic. And they're getting closer. You know, they've spent all that time during the year between 6 and 11 games under 500, and lately they've been more like 2 to 5 games under 500. So they sit at 4 games back right now. I don't think it's something they're going to reach 500 this week or maybe not even next week, but at some point, right around the trade deadline or shortly thereafter, you'd like to see them get to that 500 plateau. I do think they're going to try to be aggressive and try to be buyers at the trade deadline. I'm not sure what they can acquire, but cautiously optimistic just because everybody, with the exception of a couple of teams, maybe 3 in the American League, are pretty much in it because no one's run away with it other than the 2 teams in the AL East that are having good seasons.
Will Kunkel here. Christian Javier is frankly not good this season. He's got near a 10 ERA, no wins on the year, 0-1. What do you think happens to him? What do you think his role is in the second half of the year?
Javi? I missed the very start of that. Javier you're talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah, Christian Javier, yeah.
Yeah, just say he hasn't been very good. His ERA is about a 10. What do you see his role being?
Yeah, that's a good question. I don't know. He's obviously not listed as a starter in this first series against the Orioles. It's Lambert tonight, then Arrighetti, then Hunter. And then beyond that, you would think he might get the first start of the series against the Marlins. And I don't know if Javier is going to get a start in Game 2 or where he fits in. He was hit hard in his last outing against the Rangers, was not able to go 4 innings in that start. And the Astros, they could afford that day for him to go 3 innings because they had a rested bullpen pitching to the All-Star break. But they can't afford a lot of these starts, whether it's Imai or Javier, of less than 5 innings. So they've got to figure out something with one of those two guys to get some consistent starts of 5 to 6 innings. And I honestly don't know where Javier fits into that equation. Maybe he's a long guy out of the pen, although the Astros, have a long guy out of the pen now with Kai Wei Dung being called up today. So we'll see. I honestly don't know what the plan is for Christian Javier moving forward.
How surprised were you about the Lance McCullers trade when it happened?
A little bit, but the problem, first of all, what Lance did with this city and for this city is amazing, and he will always be remembered fondly. Hopefully we do him justice today on the broadcast with a nice little tribute, but he wasn't really in the plans. And here's the Astros, right, where they don't really have a solid 4th and 5th starter right now, and they didn't see Lance being an option ahead of maybe 4 or 5 other guys. And so they figured if he's not going to be an option now, he's probably never going to be an option for us. And he's in the last year of his contract, and we need to free up a little bit of wiggle room in case we pick up some salary at the trade deadline to stay under that tax threshold. So it all made sense at that point for Lance to get an opportunity. And it sounds like he's active now with the Brewers, and we'll get a chance to pitch for Milwaukee. And he moved from a third-place team under 500 to a first-place team 5 games up in the NL Central. So good for him. I know it wasn't easy for him or his wife, Kara, or his family to leave Houston. For him, it's going to be, just for a few months, and then he'll figure some things out. But I think he probably has an opportunity to pitch in more meaningful roles with the Brewers than he would have with the Astros.
Todd, we answered this question ourselves, so feel that you can piggyback off of one of our answers. Who's the most important player for the Astros in the second half? I said Hunter Brown because he can't be as irrelevant as he was in the first half, and he's got to be able to stop skids that we know are going to happen because we don't know what we're going to get from certain guys. And Joe said Cam Smith because it would elongate that lineup. Who do you think is?
Well, I mean, are we taking Jordan out of the equation just because he's Jordan? If Jordan goes down for some reason, season.
Exactly.
Yeah. It's kind of like Jordan. Who's like the most important after Jordan Alvarez? I guess. Yeah.
Those are 2 really good choices. I think I would lean towards. I'm like so bullish on Cam Smith. I can't wait to see how his future progresses and how his career progresses. I do think Hunter, though, in 2026 is the most important piece because of what we talked about earlier with guys going less than 5 innings. I think it's happened 36 times to this point in the All-Star break, and that's on a pace for 60 games of 5 or fewer than 5 innings for a starter, which has never happened before in Astros history, and you just can't survive that way. So Hunter needs to be a guy, even in his last start. It wasn't great, but he figured out a way to go 6 innings and give up 3 runs against a pretty good Rangers team. So I'd like to see Hunter. He doesn't necessarily have to be top 3 in the American League like he was last year, but if he's a top 10 American League pitcher and he's your anchor of your rotation where you can count on your bullpen maybe getting a little bit of a breather every time he goes, then he is the most important guy.
TK, I know we're having some technical issues, so we don't sound great to you on the phone, so I'm going to let you run, but thank you as always for joining us. Have a good call this weekend, and we'll talk to you next week.
All right, guys. Talk to you next weekend. Thanks.
All right, that's Todd Cowles. Take a break right here on ESPN 97.5. Hey, Colton, you got me? Okay, how do I sound? Do I sound okay, or we breaking up again? Okay, we sound okay now? Okay. Damn, bad timing. And like,
This is Jeremy and Joe,
On ESPN 97.5 and the ESPN Houston app.
broadcasting live from the mobile Huntington Bank Studios located at East River 9. Here's Jeremy Branham and Joe George.
back here on ESPN 97.5. Sorry for the technical issues there. Hopefully our mics sound okay now. Thanks again to TK for joining us on the show. Didn't get to ask about Lucas Spence, but we'll see what we see tonight.
I had so many questions.
I know. Worst timing ever.
I had so many great questions.
Technology is the worst.
Oh.
It's like it's working all day. Right as TK.
I looked at you the first time. I was like, yo, why is there such a delay? Is he in Baghdad?
Yeah, that was our fault. So, but we're back now, I think. On the rest of the show today, we'll do some little Texans, some national NFL stuff. We'll do mailbag coming up at 5:30. But I got a Texans-ish NFL question for you.
I love those.
Stephon Diggs,
yes,
free agent, in some hot water, had a quote the other day. He said, there is not a number 2 wide receiver better than him in the NFL.
False for 500, Joe.
That's all you want to put on it? I know that's a different show reference that I just butchered, but that's okay.
Well, it could be for 1,000.
Yeah, that's true. Are you a Jeopardy guy?
Yeah, actually, recently, yes, very much so. Like I've always kind of like enjoyed it, but now I've watched it more. Now that I do daddy daycare and blah blah blah.
Are
you not?
No.
What are you?
Not really anything, honestly. Like I'm not really a game show guy
Supermarket
anymore.
sweep.
No, I just didn't really like have
Legends of the Hidden Temple.
Yeah. Back in the day, yes, like of course. So we're gonna rapid fire here. How many wide receivers can we name better than Stephon Diggs?
Oh, okay, I'll go first.
Okay.
Like the number 2 wide receiver.
Number 2 wide receiver. Yeah, not the number 1 guy.
To do justice.
Yeah. Number 2 wide receiver.
T. Higgins.
Yep. Would you do anyone in New England? The team he left. We'll start there. Like Booty, I guess Romeo Dobbs.
Not really.
Yeah,
like
I guess Dobbs
they
is
didn't.
number 2.
They didn't operate their offense really like that. So no, they didn't have like a dog, and he wasn't really their number. It was they had a number 1 every week, kind of just depending where the ball went.
I would say no one in Buffalo. I'll give him Buffalo. DJ Moore is the guy. I mean,
DJ Moore's better than Stephon Diggs.
No, I was like DJ Moore's the one. I mean,
Khalil
Shakir.
Absolutely not.
No, like I would still take Diggs over him. I'd take him over in Miami. I'd take him in New York over a rookie in Omar Cooper. Pittsburgh's going to be my first no as we work down this list. He's not better than Michael Pittman.
No.
DK Metcalf, Michael Pittman, whoever's the 2 there, he's not better there. I'd take him in front of, I don't know who the number 2 is in Baltimore, to be honest with you.
Well, you have Zay Flowers. And that's
exactly
it.
Like I don't really know even who like you would consider the number 2 guy there.
All right, fine. He's the best number 2 on the Baltimore Ravens.
So far, like he's doing okay for himself. He's trying to get it, saying he deserves a job. Not T. Higgins. Better than whoever the number 2 is in Cleveland. I'll give him that one. What about Jacksonville? I think this is an easy no for me. Parker Washington. Brian Thomas Jr., whoever it is.
He's
like those guys are better.
Yep.
Let's go here next, I guess. Jaden Higgins. Would you rather have Higgins or Diggs this year as your number 2 wide receiver?
This year, I'd rather have Higgins. I think the upside's definitely there, like the big play.
Yeah. I think this is going to be the craziest Stephon Diggs anyone's had.
I'd rather have Steph Diggs, though, than Nick Caley.
Hey, we're calling plays?
Can you do that?
I don't really feel like he's a play caller, Will.
Well, that's how I feel about the other guy.
Probably whoever's in Indianapolis next to Alec Pierce, I would take him over. Same thing with Tennessee. Honestly, this is actually, I thought Diggs was going to be a clear no because we're kind of, I want to do this on the fly with you. I thought Diggs was going to be a way more yes in a lot of these situations, but I think so far we've only had
2 yeses.
3.
3? Okay.
Yeah. Jacksonville, Houston.
No, he's not. Not in Jacksonville.
He's
better than Brian Thomas?
No, Jacksonville above. I think Brian Thomas is better than Diggs.
Yeah, he's not that better than number 2.
3 that are better, like only so far. Denver, their number 2 wide receiver, Jalen Waddle, is better than Diggs.
Yep.
Chargers.
Yeah, I think they're.
Keenan Allen's not technically on the
Trey
roster
Harris,
right now.
Quentin Johnston, Lad McConkey.
No, I would take Quentin Johnston over him.
Yeah, exactly. I agree.
Kansas City, Rashee Rice is your number 1
Yeah,
wide
they don't have a
receiver
number
there.
2.
They don't really have a number 2, so I guess I can give Diggs that one. Give him Las Vegas. On the upside alone, as we go into the NFC, I'll take Mekhi Lemon over him. I know it's a rookie, but where he's at in his career, like I just would take a flyer on the rookie over Diggs, even though he got hurt already in camp. I would take, obviously, George Pickens.
Yep.
Washington.
Yeah. Scary Terry.
He's the number 1.
Then who?
I don't know. Debo's a free agent. He's not there anymore. I probably would take Diggs over there.
Luke McCaffrey, shout out Rice.
He's not good at football. He's okay at football.
He had 200 yards last year. I don't know.
Total? I thought you were going to say 200 yards in a game.
No, he had 11 catches for 200 yards.
He is a Rice grad, as you said. So he's smart. Well, assuming he graduated. I'm going to guess he did.
Antonio Williams. Yeah, they don't. Antonio Williams is their that's why Brandon Ayuk's been hammering himself going to Washington.
We talked about that a little bit. That's still such a strange situation to me.
So bizarre.
Are you surprised that Diggs doesn't have a
No, because he's got his own legal issues going on right now. Like he's got stuff going on.
Yeah. But they clearly
he's
don't care
older.
about that in the NFL.
He's older. Like, you're always kind of like – it's one of those – it's like playing Jenga. You keep pulling the pieces out, and you just don't want to be the one that pulls that block when it crumbles. He'll get a job. I think he lands somewhere, assuming the legal issues aren't going to be like a thing for him, and that he settles out. He already settled one of it out of court for like $10 million or something.
Ooh.
Yeah. I think he gets a job eventually, but he's not the number 2 everywhere in the NFL. He's a number 2 maybe on certain teams, and none of those teams are any good.
And I think that's the other thing. Like he might be the number 2 in a lot of situations, as we just went through part of the NFC and all the AFC. But he's also going to want to be on a good football team.
I think.
Like, he doesn't, as weird as Diggs has been, and as kind of a bad person he's been at times, he does seem to be a player that winning seems to very much matter to him. Like, he does not come off as I'm going to go be the Arizona Cardinals' second wide receiver and have Jacoby Brissett or Carson Beck throwing me passes this year. Like,
Yeah, I mean, I agree with
like
that.
maybe if he's desperate, but I think he's just like a wait and see. Like, I think we see Diggs in the NFL. I don't think we see Tyreek Hill in the NFL this year. That's based on injury more than anything. Like, just sound like
What did he do?
he tore up his knee.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they said like it's not tank bad, but it's not also just an ACL.
What are our real expectations for Tank other than he's supposed to be back for training camp? Like how? Like what? There's a lot of people that are just like, all right, number 2. And I'm like,
I hate to like not want to be.
That's a lot to expect for. I think honestly, isn't it a little bit unfair to put that expectation on him?
Yes,
Like, that's not fair.
Well, so like he's kind of getting like what's the best way to put this? Hoodie Mello. Remember Hoodie Mello, Carmelo Anthony?
No.
When he would like wear a hoodie and be in the gyms all summer long and be
yes,
training
the
shots
cutoff hoodie.
Yeah. So Hoodie Mello was the thing. I feel like that's kind of where we're at with Tank Dell. He was going big on Texans Twitter yesterday because he was pushing a sled with weights on it. People are freaking out and they're like, "Oh my God!"
This is my favorite. Someone else did this on X. They took a picture. I can't remember who it was. Honestly, they took a picture of Reed Shepherd working out and were like, "Looks like Reed's putting in work." Like. Do we need the workout videos of Cam Newton back in the day, and do we need the workout videos of being they're working out hard? He's going to be great.
So,
does anyone think they're not working hard? Like I assume
yeah.
most of them are all working out. I'm working out for God's sakes, and I can't do anything.
So to answer your question, like what are expectations for Tank Dell this year? I have 0.
I think that is so fair and reasonable
because
I have no expectation for him to be a solid contributor.
It's unfair based on the injury to expect him to be something. I have 0 interest in like taking a flyer on him in fantasy football. Like he's a guy you're on the waiver wire after week 1 if he balls out. My expectations will grow if he gets to camp and participates.
We'll kind of have like an inside view at it.
He didn't really participate. He did for 1 day in like the OTA period.
He didn't do anything that mattered.
Yeah, like
not in regards to being an NFL wide receiver number 2.
Like when he goes one-on-one with Derek Stingley Jr. in pads in practice, or Kamari Lassiter or Jalen Petrie, I will raise my expectations in the slightest. But until he is back on a football field, and that might not be in preseason because they might be extra precautious with him. Like, until he has a level of success at all, and that could be 2 catches in week 1, I have 0 expectations for Tank Dell. It is a catastrophic knee injury that he is coming off of. He also got hurt the year before. So even if he does come back, I'm not going to be holding my breath that he's going to play in 20 football games this year if the Texans go all the way. Like, I think it's ridiculous to think he is going to be a number 2 guy for the Texans this year when he hasn't played football in forever and he's coming off a major, major injury. All fans are doing there is setting themselves up to be let down at that point.
That shows how ignorant they are to like what happened to his knee. There's a very large gap between him returning to OTAs, putting on a helmet without pads and catching a football.
Yep.
And playing in an NFL game where you catch the ball over the middle, you beat Derek Stingley, or a player of his caliber, obviously not beating him in a game, of his caliber, based on plants and speed and quickness and cuts, catch the ball, then shed a tackle and run downfield. Like, there's a lot that he's got to do there. And none of me is saying that he can't do this. I'm just saying I'm not putting it on him to be like, hey, this is not a success story unless you do this.
No.
These are my expectations of you to do that. It's not fair. It's not right. It's ignorant. It's naive to think that that's the expectation. I'll tell you right now, I think it's a success story already with what he's been able to do. The fact that he's rehabbed and gotten back to where he is just in like full strength or whatever, like the quickness and stuff is going to have to be there to be number 2, and that's a whole nother conversation. Mm-hmm. Like, for him to be able to push a sled is a success in and of itself because he could have been in a damn cast, lost half of his leg at a point.
Yep.
Like, this Man, it's inspirational what he's done, but there's a large gap between being inspirational, having that success of coming back to where he is, to where you think he should be as wide receiver number 2.
Yeah. All right, let's take a break here. When we get back, The Athletic put out an article. It was one breakout player for each NFL team. Who did they pick for the Texans? Do we agree? Who are the other candidates? We'll get to that next right here on ESPN 97.5. Joe George, Will Kunkel here at East River 9, broadcasting inside Birdie's Ice House. Great spot, as always, to watch the Open this weekend. Baseball games back in action. Couple World Cup games left as well.
I
will not bet on.
There were fewer things that I trust in than the third place game of a FIFA World Cup. I don't buy that.
Yeah, I saw a lot of people making a big deal about it. Like, why do they have a third place game? I'm like, it's every single international competition has one. So, to me, it's just kind of status quo, right?
I agree. I just don't trust. I don't trust anything that FIFA touches in general, let alone this the meaningless third place game. Yeah. It's ripe for FIFA to do something.
We have a mailbag question about that. We'll get to coming up at 5:30. You guys can text in your mailbag questions for Will and I. Anything goes for the most part. You guys know that. Ryan's always got the weirdest questions, and I'm sure he'll ask us on
dating advice. Call in with your dating stories.
But the Athletic put out one breakout candidate for each player for each team in the NFL. We'll tackle the Texans here first, and we'll look at the rest of this list of just who stands out, maybe who you like from just like normal football purposes, fantasy purposes, whatever. When you clicked on the article, did you expect to see the name Jaden Higgins as the breakout candidate?
Yeah, because I don't know who else it could actually be, to be honest.
Like, I think it's very clear. I think so. This is my list. I would say like Higgins is number one. Like 6 touchdowns last year, 500 yards, 68 targets. Like comes back. C.J. Stroud in theory going to be better. Nico Collins hopefully will be better this year and healthier. Big hope. Running game should improve this year. So like there are a lot of signs. He showed I think a lot of signs last year of a guy who's going to be a good player in the NFL. Not sure he's going to be a great player, and I'm not sure you wouldn't hope that eventually he's your number 3 wide receiver also at some point. You can improve in that room overall down the road. But for this season, I think it's fine as like your breakout candidate. So I guess he's your 3 if he doesn't break out. I mean, Jalen Noel.
Right, it's either him or you go like kind of, deep cut Jawar Jordan.
I would say could Woody break out? Like, I know David Montgomery is the guy that you brought in this offseason. But we see, I mean, even if you just use David Montgomery's career as the example, Jahmyr Gibbs was clearly going to be the dude by the end of that rookie season. Like, they signed David Montgomery, the Lions did, and then they drafted Jahmyr Gibbs later. Like, throughout the season, Gibbs started to get more and more into it, and then over time, he started to really become the clear RB1 in Detroit. Like, I don't think it's totally out of the realm of possibility that, yes, David Montgomery is a good contributor to the Houston Texans, that Woody Marks is not just the best running back on this team by the end of the season. I would still bet on Montgomery.
Yeah, I
won't rule it out.
I don't know that Woody has that explosiveness in him in order to be that, and I don't think he's physical enough and big enough, strong enough to be that type of running back. The only reason I say Jawar Jordan is perhaps he's got that in him, like the explosiveness.
Yeah,
but
because
even then, I'm not buying it. As much as like the only option for real is Jaden Higgins. It's the only option on here unless I miss it. Unless Cade Stover all of a sudden finds something, but I don't know who else you would pick.
I think there's another clear, obvious one.
But he's already done it.
No. It's a guy who hasn't really done it, who was okay at times last year. But I don't believe at this moment we look at Ariante Ursary as a franchise left tackle.
I'm fine, but I'm not thinking about offensive linemen, to be honest.
No, fair.
You look at them, it's unfortunate, but you look at them to do their job and then shut up. It's like,
for sure.
I don't want to hear about anything from y'all.
Yeah.
If you're doing your job, I don't hear your name.
Yeah, I do think the other names I was thinking of were like, now this list, this kind of goes away from the spirit of this list, I guess. If you look through all the 32 teams and guys they picked in the Athletic article, the one guy that really came to mind for me as like a breakout candidate, so I guess maybe he just doesn't qualify technically under the rules of this list, would be Caden McDonald because he's a rookie.
I was going to say the same thing.
Like, again, I don't think he, in the spirit of the article itself, but like from just our vantage point of breakout player, like I know people are excited about Keelan Rutledge and stuff. Like you said, he's an offensive lineman. We just expect him. You want to go out there and for 15 of the 18 weeks or whatever, 15 of the 17 weeks in the regular season, if he's a starter from week 1, I don't want to talk about him. If we're doing Swarmcast again this year, which we should be doing, I don't want to talk about Keelan Rutledge because that means he's just doing his job.
Yes.
Like, you really only talk about offensive linemen when things are going poorly. We only talked about Laramie Tunsil when he was having false starts. We only talk about Titus Howard when he's getting holdings and false starts and getting beaten off the line like a drum. Like, I don't want to talk about Keelan Rutledge this year unless he's putting guys in the dirt like he says he's going to. So maybe there'll be a little room for him if he's as nasty as it seems he's going to be. But I do think Caden McDonald, like on the defensive side, is someone that can come in and because of what's around him, should just be awesome. Like, all the pressure is going to be on Daniil and Anderson. Like they are not going to be.
I hate when people do that.
What?
First name one guy, last name the other guy, and then mesh them.
Sorry.
Daniil Anderson. I was like, wait, who?
I think it's because it's like, I don't
yeah,
know
you
why
don't say Hunter.
Yeah, you don't say Hunter. You say Daniil, and then you don't really say Will. You say Anderson. I also think I instinctively just didn't say Will because then I would get confused between Will Anderson and you.
Many do.
Yeah.
Many have.
Very similar. Same body type.
Texans PR have asked me to do multiple things as if they thought I was Will Anderson in the locker room.
They're like, hey, Will,
Oh,
go do
no,
this.
sorry, the other Will.
But I mean, I think he could be good just right away on this defense.
I don't think it's going to happen, but can you put like Nick Caley on that list?
Yeah, if we went off the board for players, like he's definitely a candidate.
Yeah.
I mean, couldn't CJ Stroud be on this
This is where I knew you were going to do it, and I was going to say no because he's done it. So it's not a breakout; it's a return to.
Yeah. Okay. So it's outside the definition of breakout.
Yeah.
That's fair. But if it was a breakout for CJ, I think to define that, like you're talking like an elite level season. Like you're talking MVP consideration breakout for CJ. It's a much higher bar for CJ Stroud to have a breakout season than it is for Jaden Higgins or someone else to have a breakout. Higgins is like close to 1,000 yards and like 9 touchdowns. CJ Stroud is probably finishing top 10 in MVP to have a breakout season this year.
I got a good question for you posed by DJ Bieneme on X, who's appeared here on ESPN Radio 97.5 a handful of times. He posted, someone on X said CJ Stroud really has the opportunity to shut everyone up in the first 4 weeks because he played the Bills, Bengals, Colts, and Cowboys. DJ responded with, not really. His perception has shifted to the point where only playoffs will truly move the needle towards shutting up the criticism, fair or not. I said I disagree. I said he can quiet the current narrative with an undeniably good regular season. However, all that good will disappear if he does have a bad postseason, like a clunker. If he avoids the clunker, I think he can overcome the current narrative if he has an undeniably good season. Like, they're winning games because of him, they're not losing games because of him. Do you think he has to have success in the playoffs? Because I don't think he's at the stage where it's Peyton Manning until he won the big one, or Clayton Kershaw when he struggles in the playoffs. I don't think that it. I genuinely don't think he's on that level yet to where his playoff performance really dictates his narrative. I think he's just got to have a good regular season and then avoid the clunker in the postseason.
Yeah, I think so. I think it's different, and you're right in the context of like Peyton Manning was considered a choker, right?
That's a good, yep. And he's not considered a choker; he's considered not good.
Yeah, I 100% agree with DJ.
Oh,
I think
that.
every single time we talk about CJ Stroud in the regular season, if he's good, it's going to come with a but. And I think you're going to see that from the fan base this year because that's what we've seen in the past. It's this city, I think, is uniquely qualified more than most to talk about players who have success in the regular season but come up short in the postseason. I know a lot of teams do. A lot of fan bases could make the same argument. But you look at James Harden. You look at even to the World Series and say Justin Verlander. Like there are just certain guys who kind of fold and play poorly. And I think C.J. Stroud, everyone's so out on him right now as a $60 million a year quarterback, and maybe that's also part of this, is that like there's a big contract talk happening around him. But I don't think the general fan base, at least the radio and Twitter fan base, is going to be a believer in C.J. Stroud until he has a non-clunker, and I think has to perform well in the playoffs. Because what I see from C.J. Stroud is someone that is not going to perform well against a good defense, is not going to perform well in the playoffs, and that's who he is as a quarterback. It's not like we're going to talk about it, but it's always going to be for me, if he's top 10 in the NFL this year, in the regular season, the way that I'm going to phrase it is he's currently playing like a top 10 quarterback.
If he does that going into the play, you're going to take 17 weeks and still not buy it.
Yeah, because
that's so much.
He had 5 touchdowns and 5 interceptions in 2 games. It's the most ever in a playoff.
But it was such an implosion that it was such an outlier of an implosion.
But he also choked against Baltimore the year before, and he struggled.
That's not fair because that Texans team was not equipped, almost from start to finish, left to right, front to back, to compete with that roster. But that wasn't CJ.
But even as a rookie, when he was having his best season, he laid an egg against the Jets. He laid an egg against the Panthers. He would face good defenses and he shrivels up.
He got smoked against the Jets. Everyone played poorly against the Panthers.
I'm not saying it's not just a CJ problem, but I'm firmly in DJ's camp. Until I see playoff success, CJ is what he is. I'm just not a believer until I see it when it matters.
if he's top 8 in passing yards, if he returns to his rookie year, right? Like he's one of the best quarterbacks in the NFL.
Mm-hmm.
He goes into the playoffs and he's, let's just say it's not a clunker, but he's not 300, 4-1, but it's, he throws for 215 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception.
Yeah.
Like, first of all, he's going to get his $55 million if that happens.
I'm in that. And it's got to be against the right team. And I'll caveat further, it's got to be against the right team. Because C.J. Stroud has had playoff success against the Browns and the Chargers.
Right, so you're at least that's not a great game in the postseason if he throws for 201 and 1.
But he didn't lose the game.
Okay, so that's my point. He
Yeah.
doesn't have to have 300, 4-1.
No. But he has to be competent.
And they could lose So if he returns to rookie C.J. Stroud, which something that is tangible, we've seen that during the regular season, then goes into the playoffs, loses their first game, but he throws 201 and 1. I think he's overcome the narrative, and that's not playoff success.
I think context will matter.
I don't disagree, and I think that's fair
it's
to say.
Yeah, it's just if it's a 28-24
How did it go?
game,
How did it happen?
28-24, and the 1 interception comes on the final drive, and you lost the game for your team.
That sucks.
It poofs.
And you know what? That'll happen because he's going to have a great.
All the work goes.
He'll throw for 400, 3 touchdowns, 1 interception, and it'll be the 1 interception on the last drive. That's what's going to
it poofs away.
Now we don't need the season. We just
look, and it's part of it is just what happens with C.J. Stroud's contract is the most important thing to happen to the Houston Texans in a very, very long time.
Who is it big?
They have spent a ton of money on the roster. Will Anderson, Daniil Hunter, Nico, Stingley, Lassiter is going to get paid. And the reality is that guys like Derek Stingley Jr. and Daniil Hunter will not be on the Houston Texans roster if C.J. Stroud is making $60 million a year. At some point, they can't pay everybody, and guys are going to have to go, whether that's through free agency or through trade. And the importance of the quarterback position gets elevated. Is he going to be a Tua, or is he going to be a Goff? Who are you as a quarterback?
Closer to Goff for sure.
And
Tua's out of.
Yeah,
Tua might be out of the league.
Tua and Kyler were the 2 worst contracts in the NFL.
Yeah.
If C.J. Stroud is that, this team is cooked, the GM is cooked, the head coach can be in trouble.
Head coach won't be.
That's why I didn't say he's fully cooked like the other ones, because he's D'Amico.
Yeah.
And he's got the love of the ownership and the fan base.
And he's got the defense. It's so hard. This is why
he's an outlier.
It's an interesting conversation because half the roster is the best in the NFL. Other half is just a bit of a mess right now. And it puts the ownership in a really tough position trying to figure out how the hell to fix half of it, because you don't want to get rid of the people that have made the other half elite.
Yeah. So I think DJ's I think he's pretty spot on. I don't think you're going to see the fan base buy back in until the playoffs. That's just
maybe
whether it's fair or not.
I think they'll buy back in if it's rookie CJ in the regular season, but I do think he can. I think that can be washed away as well.
If it's really good against the good teams he plays, almost in a way, it's unfortunate that it happens with Buffalo and Cincinnati in weeks 1 and week 2. If they were a little bit later, the Baltimore game later in the season is going to be very important to this narrative. If he goes out there and goes toe-to-toe with Lamar Jackson, then, we're okay. Then people will get back on board. These other, got to beat the Cowboys. There are going to be plenty of games where, there's going to be high expectations, and, people are going to fully expect to see him play well on a regular basis, move the ball, have success, not have to solely rely on the run game, be able to win football games like he did his rookie year with his arm against the Buccaneers and things like that. That's what the people are going to want to see, fully buy back in. I'm not sure I see it, but we'll wait and see.
Typically, I would say Buffalo to this question, but we've seen Buffalo come into Houston before, and they can't do anything. Is there a game on this schedule, if you had to pick one, I've got my answer, where you think CJ has to go out there and win the game, as in scoring 28-31 type points?
Yeah, it's Baltimore.
I think it's Dallas.
They're going to score.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
But I thought Buffalo would still move the ball last year against the Texans. They just couldn't.
It's amazing.
I think Cincinnati should, in theory, be okay. But, this defense is just so good. that Will Anderson and Daniil Hunter and Stingley and Lasso, like they can shut down Higgins and Chase Brown and Joe Burrow and like be okay. Like it's hard to say which I don't think the defense is going to be as perfect. Like there's going to be a game this year where the defense falters at some point because it's just going to happen. Like
My biggest fear is
it's
the
a
injury
miracle
bug.
didn't happen last year. Oh yeah,
There's
for sure.
no injuries last year, man. You know how hard that is? Like back-to-back years?
It doesn't
Good
happen.
luck, dude.
It doesn't happen in the NFL.
Who's it going to be? When's it going to happen? Who's it going to happen against? That's my biggest fear coming into this season. And that's why the offense has to be competent because there will be an injury to this Texas team. It's just a matter of who it's to. Like, listen, man, don't get all upset out there listening, driving off the road as if I'm putting this in the air. That's how the NFL works. It's how football works. It's a violent game. That's why the offense has to be able to carry its weight and deliver a win from time to time, at least a little bit.
Yeah, like you have to score points. Like your defense is not going to shut everybody out. Like they're going to give up plays. We saw last year. Like they gave up big plays at the end of like their first couple games of the season that they lost. That Rams game.
Yeah,
there
those
was some
drives.
there was
Yeah.
fumbles and things like that led to it. But like
The
your
Buccaneers.
offense, yeah, the offense fell apart. I mean, Henry To'oTo'o got embarrassed by Bucky Irving in that game. Is the reason why
Was
they
it
lost.
Bucky?
Was it White?
Think
Was it Rashad White?
It was on the island, right? Like
Yeah,
when he had that.
I thought it was Bucky Irving, but I can't remember now. He's Will Kunkel. I'm Joe George. When we get back, we'll take a who else we like from this list of breakout candidates for each NFL team. We'll do that next right here on ESPN 97.5. Time for a hydration break to beat this Houston heat, and time to sub out that boring water with Rambler, America's tastiest sparkling mineral water, proprietary limestone mineral blend complete with calcium, magnesium, and potassium. Essential electrolytes your body needs in this Houston heat combined with crisp carbonation. Ramblers delivers premium taste and maximum hydration without the sugar or sodium. Available at select retailers across Houston and nationwide. Find at a store near you at ramblingsparklingwater.com and get Rambling, Houston.
What a great ad spot for Rambler. That's it during this time and the whistle and everything. Nice job, whoever sold it. Great job by Rambler for doing it.
Our little hydration break. I guess it's over now because today's the last day.
I love Rambler. That's my favorite seltzer water.
Yeah.
They used to carry it at Costco and they don't anymore, which really frosts my fanny.
It what?
It frosts my fanny.
What are you, 90?
It's kind of the idea behind it. Talking about seltzer water from Costco.
Yeah,
I love Pellegrino.
We'll do mailbag in the next segment, texters. Send in your questions. Don't worry. We're going to get to it. We do it at 5:30 on Fridays. Come on. That's always when we do
Rambler.
So on this list, was there any breakout candidates for the other 29 teams in the NFL that stood out to you? You were just on one that I thought was interesting.
That's my favorite one because I want it to happen.
Travis Hunter?
Yes, because I want it to happen because I think he's so fun to watch. I think he's really, really good at football. And I think he's like a sweet kid. I think he's a good dude. I think it'd be fun to watch him be great at football. I think that'd be great as a football fan.
Yeah, very
and
interesting.
I'm caveating all that because I know Texans fans would be pissed about it.
No, but it's interesting he's just going to play corner. Like, I didn't think it was going to happen this fast, and they were going to pick a side of the ball. We're going to see him on offense this year. I think in, like, very small spurts where, like, he's going to be there. I also don't think we're, like, locked in that he's a cornerback long term.
I think he's an elite corner. I don't think he's a very good wide receiver at the NFL level.
Yeah, it'll be, I mean, the way their wide receiver room is panned out, because it's actually pretty good in Jacksonville.
Yeah, that team's going to be pretty damn good.
Yeah, I was going through all my NFL games because I know we're going to start getting ready for predictions soon, so I went game by game, and it was tight between Jacksonville and Houston.
Yeah, you split that.
I think Matthew Golden, even though I hate the Packers, is one I'm keeping an eye on this year. Didn't have his first touchdown in the NFL until the postseason, so doesn't technically still have one on his stat sheet when you look at it. But, you know, Houston Cougar, Texas Longhorn, depending on who I'm talking to, whether it's Brian or Jeremy.
Can you?
I'm just curious, like, with like how the Packers depleted their wide receiver room. They must have some kind of faith in Matthew Golden for this year.
On that topic of wide receivers for the Packers, I've been meaning to like talk to somebody about this. Can you explain to me a $110 million deal for Christian Watson who's never had more than 620 yards?
No, that contract is terrible.
What am I missing? Like, I feel like I'm taking crazy pills when I saw that contract, and I was appalled. He's not even good. I don't get it. But I digress.
Colton, the graphic went out, or we're upside down. If you just want to put the graphic back on the screen. I just looked at the Twitch, and we were literally flipped upside down for some reason. No, I don't understand that contract for Christian Watson. He's not healthy. He is a big play threat, but that's kind of it.
But he's a one-trick. He's never been good in 4 years.
But that's why I think he's had moments where he looks really special.
Sure.
But not consistently enough for that contract. But that's why I think Golden's so interesting. Like, you get rid of Dobbs, like you move on from him. It's just like it opens up the wide receiver room there. You know, it feels like this is his moment to kind of take over in year 2 as maybe the dude in Green Bay. Like, I think he can be a very good player.
I think he has to be, doesn't he?
Yeah, I think so. Like, if they're going to make the playoffs this year, I think
it's not Watson, hilariously enough.
No. My favorite one on this list, because it was so funny, is Adonai Mitchell from the Jets. I was like, what? Like, you don't have anyone else on that roster? Like, they have all those high draft picks over these years, and there's no one else?
I like Rashid Shaheed with the Seahawks because of his just blazing speed. Mm-hmm. Because if he's able to provide that and take the top off, like, forget about it. What's his name? It's Jackson Smith and Jigba. Mm-hmm. I mean, I know teams tried to remove him from the game plan last year, and they weren't able to do it. But if they can add another weapon, especially with his skill set to that offense, I mean, my gosh, Sam Darnold's just going to have a damn blast.
Yeah, I'm obviously biased here. I think Luther Burden's going to be a monster, but I think he's going to be like the clear wide receiver 1 by the end of the season. I think he's going to pass Roma Dunze.
I was about to say better than Odunze.
Yeah, he's got a weird foot thing that I'm worried about, but I think I think he's sick. I loved him coming out of Mizzou. Loved when the Bears got him. So I think he's a good one on this list. Quinshon Judkins, like, I thought he was really good last year, honestly, for Cleveland.
Yeah, he was very good.
It's just like they're going to stack the box potentially of whoever's playing quarterback in this situation, which I have no idea.
What do you expect from the old Longhorn, Xavier Worthy? Because I
Nothing.
thought he was going to be good because of Andy Reid and the way that he can scheme guys open in a very similar way that Tyreek Hill did. But I never, ever saw that at all.
I'm out on him. Like
I think I'm out, too.
Yeah, fantasy, like I haven't been touching him. I won't touch him this year. Like I'll believe it when I see it for him. Like there's been a lot of hope for like 2 years now, it feels like, for Xavier Worthy. Hasn't panned out whatsoever. So, like, I wouldn't have him on. He's probably the best option for the Chiefs, and that's why they used him here. But, like, I don't.
Who's their running back now?
Kenneth Walker.
Walker.
Yeah,
Okay, so
yeah.
that wouldn't – I knew they brought a guy in, and that wouldn't be breakout.
The other one I really like here is Isaiah Likely from the Giants. That's my last one.
I was going to say, is that –
Because, he hasn't been, like, the dude in Baltimore.
Right.
So, like, now that he's the tight end in New York, like, it should be that jump that we've seen in the past. Like, I was still shocked they chose Mark Andrews over him. I thought it was going to go the other way. But they chose Andrews and gave him a new contract and let Likely walk in free agency. So he was the last one on my list of the ones that I think are, like, of my top guys that they put up for each team of, like, yes, this guy I could see breaking out in a big way in 26.
What team are you most excited to watch from the standpoint of you don't really know what they're going to be, but they could be either good and or exciting? Because I think the Saints could be really interesting.
The Saints and the Giants are probably my top two teams.
Giants I'm out on only because I think that roster sucks, and I just don't think you can do a lot with a lot of bad players.
Like, I like Dart when he's healthy, big caveat.
I don't know if I like Dart. I love the way he plays, and I also hate it because I don't think it allows him to play that way.
Yeah, I wonder, like, what.
He's so off script.
Yeah, like, just how it goes. I don't know. Like, it's. Oh, the team. I see you saying the Chargers. We know what the Chargers are. They're a good football team. They're not a great football team. But teams like we're most curious about that could go either way. That's probably it. Like everyone else, I think is kind of in the same category of like, yeah, they're good, or they should bounce back. Kind of like a team like Baltimore, like should bounce back this year. Cincinnati should bounce back this year. And then there's the bad teams. I think the two teams that are the most in the middle for me are the Saints and the Giants. Of like because of who their coach is.
I just think that roster in New York sucks.
No, probably, but the coach helps a lot.
Oh, no, for sure.
Yeah. All right, we'll take a break here when we get back. Mailbag Monday on a Friday. We'll do that next right here on ESPN 97.5. The camera? That's all right.
This is Jeremy and Joe,
on ESPN 97.5 and the ESPN Houston app.
broadcasting live from the mobile Huntington Bank Studios located at East River 9. Here's Jeremy Branham and Joe George.
Joe George, Will Kunkel, broadcasting live at East River 9, side Birdie's Ice House. Great place to watch the Open, the games going on this weekend. Final two games of the tournament. A third-place game, the championship game. Argentina, Spain. Start there. Who you got?
Spain, but man, it's hard to bet against Argentina after all they've done.
Yeah, the Magic's been crazy with them, with what they've been doing.
It's like, don't talk to Messi. Don't talk to him until after the match.
Yeah.
Don't piss him off, dummies.
We got a bunch of mailbags to power through here. We'll go a little long. We'll do a short junkie of the day today. This one's a follow-up from yesterday. It was actually texted in yesterday. I missed it, so I wanted to go back and grab it. We're talking about fantasy football. Too many leagues. What's the number? Question from the texter. So you're saying 15 dynasty teams
Oh, my God.
and roughly 5 redraft keeper leagues is too many.
Bro, what are you doing with
How do
the
you
rest
keep
of your
track
life?
of that? Yes, it's too many.
Like, what are
Too
you
many.
doing with your life? Do you do anything else?
20 leagues.
How old are you? Do you have a wife? Do you have children? Do you have a job? These are all questions I need to know.
Because I feel like fantasy football becomes a full-time job at 20 teams.
Yeah.
Like, it's not like Jeremy just best ball. He has like 100. 500 last year.
I'll allow that many if your buy-ins are like 1,000.
Well, and Best Buy is like, best ball, you don't do anything. It's just your team.
That's,
But like 20
crazy.
teams? I could not imagine trying to navigate all of that. It's too much.
I mean, but it also
gotta come back.
that feels dumb.
I just feel like it'd be hard to keep track. And again, like I
yeah,
said
you're
yesterday,
spreading yourself thin.
yeah, like every time you have a player do something well for you, it's going to hurt one of your teams when you have that many guys.
Fantasy football is supposed to be fun, not a burden.
Yeah, that feels like I feel like burden. So yeah, I think it's too many. Good for you, I guess, if you can handle it. But
You know who this is worse for? The people that have to watch football games with you. Bro, you are the worst person to watch football games with for sure. Because you're like, yes, no, but a little bit more, but a little bit less. Not all that much. Like over here,
yeah.
but go out of bounds, but maybe go in just a little bit more.
definitely
like,
a red
that's
zone.
horrible.
Definitely a red zone only guy. If you have that many teams.
Oh, hell, that guy's never watched a full football game.
Start, sit, cut, Starbucks, 7 Brew, Dutch Bros.
I'm not a big – I drink coffee because I'm addicted to the caffeine before a
Yeah.
workout, but I actually hate the taste of it.
Oh, I love coffee. I'm going to start Starbucks. I don't know what 7 Brew is, but I'm going to sit it anyways. I'm cutting Dutch Bros.
I'm cutting Dutch Bros. I'm starting
The
other
line's
one.
too long. It's too sugary. It's not
That's
coffee.
what I was going to say.
Like,
yeah,
but
I know that.
It's the lines are too long. They're absurd.
But it's also like just a cup of crap.
Yeah, like it's not coffee.
Yeah.
So I don't know what 7 Brew is, but it makes the list over at Dutch Bros. Unless they want to sponsor the show.
Big Dutch Bros guy.
I guess this one is more like a pick your poison of what you wear, I guess. Nike, Adidas, Reebok, New Balance, or Under Armour. Let's go shoes. Let's go shoes first.
I love old school Reebok stuff, like that old
Okay.
logo. I think Nike probably has the most options. You know, back in the day, I had a really good buddy that was an assistant coach for a basketball team, and he gave me their login to their apparel. And they used to have Nike, so I used to be able to get anything I wanted on Nike for free.
Okay.
And I didn't, like, overdo it,
Sure.
but, like, it was great options. They then switched to Under Armour, and it was like, this sucks. This stuff is trash.
Yeah, I'm probably Nike first.
They just have so many great options.
Yeah, I probably go Nike. Specifically, I go Jordan brand Nike, and then probably Under Armour next.
See, I
would
hated
say.
Under Armour. Hated.
Like probably the most I've had was probably Under Armour's next.
Like, I had the option to get shoes, too, so I bought a pair of basketball
Yeah.
shoes when I was playing pickup. I mean, think about the guys that have them. There's like 2 athletes that have have an Under Armour contract.
Yeah, not even Steph Curry anymore.
Thing sucked.
He's got some Chinese basketball shoe now.
Wait, what?
Yeah, Steph Curry.
Who?
I don't know, but it's not Under Armour anymore. It's some company I'd never heard of before.
Who was Zion's shoe that blew out?
That was a Nike shoe.
that was
I think,
Nike?
I think. Oh, now I'm not so sure, but I think it was a Nike shoe. I feel like it was. Joe, are you a coffee ice cream guy? Hell yeah. Coffee ice cream's awesome.
Coffee ice cream. No, I'm
It's
good.
so good.
Nope.
flip-flops or slides
Oh, my gosh.
at the beach?
This is a cultural question.
Yeah, at the beach.
Some flip-flops, man. I'm not wearing slides. When I was in high school.
Slides. I'm still slides.
Yeah, I knew you were. You're also like still long, short guy from the 2000s.
Yeah, I'm because I'm a chubber.
You don't have to wear short. You can still wear shorter shorts.
Yeah.
As you can see now, as the thighs are out.
Yeah, but
I'm a short guy.
you're in shape. I'm not.
Trying one day at a time.
Maybe I'll start trying one day at a time again.
Were you in shape at a point in your life?
Yeah, a long time ago.
Oh, word.
Yeah. I played college rugby. I was in shape then.
Oh, damn. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
You all are crazy.
And then I got hurt, and I started drinking.
Where'd you go to college?
It was a small school. It was Elmhurst College. It was like a club team technically, but like we played,
crazy bastards.
But we played up. So like we played Notre Dame, we played Purdue, we played Northern Illinois.
I've boozed with a couple of rugby guys before.
We had a good time.
Bro, it was
a good time.
You want to talk about like an eye-opening experience? Drink with some guys that play rugby for nothing.
Oh yeah.
You might die.
Yeah.
I mean, these guys are insane. They're not even playing for anything at a high level, not varsity, nothing. Someone crazy people.
Actually, if you're listening, I need you to text me again. Text in the show because I lost your number. But someone invited me to play on their men's club team. And I think I'm going to try to get in shape and play.
Could I play rugby or am I too tall?
No, you can definitely play rugby.
Could?
Yes. It's like
I always think of like
the only thing
down to the ground.
That's the only that'd be the hardest part. But like there's big guys out there. Like we played because of what we were in, like we had guys who basically were done with football and play. Like we had guys who were safeties and we had offensive linemen, a tight end that played with us. Like they were big dudes and the only thing is the hardest part is the tackling them because you have to wrap and take down. You can't truck stick someone.
Right.
So you have to hit below the numbers.
Yep.
And you can't just you can't just also dive at someone's kneecaps. You have to grab and take down. But no, you'd be fine.
I miss the physicality of football.
R.I.P. the SaberCats.
Yeah, I would. I think I would conceptually love it. I think my mindset. So I used to be a very aggressive downhill skier, for instance, and now that I have a kid and I got married, it's risk versus reward type stuff. I'm
what's going to happen?
Yeah, exactly.
The only thing bad, I dislocated my shoulder. That's all.
Yeah, but you're right. And then I can't pick up my kid. I gotta have
you got another arm.
I had to have labrum surgery. I had no idea how inundating that whole thing was.
No, my wife will probably kill me if I go play.
That sucked.
I'm probably gonna try and get back in shape and play at least a little bit. I think it'd be fun. Also, it gives me a reason to get back into shape besides being healthy.
I miss competitive. Does anyone play intramural sports? I want to play. I know DJ and Paul Gallant play flag football. I want to do that. We used to, when I worked at ESPN back in the day, straight out of college, the intramural program there is elite. It is so much fun.
I've heard very good things.
Bro, it is crazy. It's a blast.
I think the one time I interviewed there, they told me about it.
Oh,
as a pitch to come, and I was like, damn.
Dude, it's so intense because one, you have former athletes who still think they're athletes, but they're better than the non-athletes.
Yeah.
But the non-athletes who were still, like me, were still athletes at some stage and thought they were still athletes. So there were a lot of injuries going around for guys that still thought they could do it.
Start, sit, cut, pizza, tacos, burgers.
Oh, shoot. This actually upsets me.
This is
question.
hard. This is hard.
This is a mad.
I'm starting.
Pizza.
I'm starting tacos. I live in Houston, Texas. I am starting tacos. I am sitting burgers. I am cutting pizza. If I still lived in Illinois, my list would be different. But in Houston, Texas, that's my list.
I'm starting tacos. You asked me this 4 years ago. Pizza's my number one far and away. Having lived here in Houston, the diversity that you can do on tacos, and
yes, it's better.
It's one of the greatest foods on earth. I'm getting excited and emotional talking about it right now. Tacos are my start. Pizza is my bench, and I'm cutting burgers only because I make homemade pizza. Go check out my Instagram page at Will Kunkel. I make elite pizza. So it's it's my jam.
I like making burgers at home. I've only made pizza twice.
I also make smash burgers that are just absurd.
I know. I love making burgers. They're the best.
Being a Northeastern guy, born and raised, it feels like a slap in my face to cut pizza. But the problem with it is like there's not a real amount of protein that you can have on it to like make it even that much better.
Dude, I'm talking about just being fat, not being healthy.
But I mean, like it doesn't satiate you the same way a burger and tacos do.
Last one we can get in here. Maybe we'll get one more in. Start, sit, cut. Mozzarella sticks, garlic bread, buffalo wings.
Buffalo wings start.
Easy start.
Yeah. That's an entree for God's
sake. And I
sake.
think sit is garlic bread, and then cut. Yeah, I guess it's appetizers. Even then, like I would rather have wings and garlic bread over mozzarella. Mozz sticks can be bad, man.
But that's the thing is you can have those,
you can
like
bite
those
into it.
frozen
There might not
crap,
be cheese.
like the frozen, like the ones that they drop in the fryer that are just crappy frozen ones. Like you lose me with that. Now there are some elite, handmade, awesome mozz sticks that I'll roll with. And then garlic bread, I'll bench the garlic bread simply because there's not exactly a lot you can do with it. I like it.
Yeah, but it's not like
I'm good without it. Mozz sticks, you can actually there can be an elite high end to them.
Yeah, but there's such a floor, and I feel like so many restaurants you go to, like they end up being
they're
bad.
lazy as hell.
Yeah, they just end up being bad. Like it's like they're not a go-to order for me anymore.
Oh, I haven't ordered mozzarella sticks in probably 20 years. It kind of goes the way of ketchup the older you get.
Yeah, it's funny. That's like because a lot of that stuff's gonna come back into your life. You're gonna realize that.
Yeah, when your kids start eating it.
Oh, dude, like one of my favorite parts about being a dad. This
Dino
sounds
nuggets.
so fat. I like having like goldfish back in the house.
Yeah, I used to love goldfish.
Like you're supposed to grow out of applesauce. You do. But then when you start buying applesauce for your kid,
you're back in.
Kind of steal one once in a while. Need a late night snack. Don't want to eat anything unhealthy. A little applesauce.
You'd be surprised how much sugar's in that for it to not be unhealthy.
That's probably true. But no, that's some of the fruit snacks. Elite.
Bro, that stuff will kill you.
I know, but it's so good. I don't care.
You cut that out of your diet, you'll be starting for Team USA on rugby.
Dude, at this point, lettuce can kill me from any grocery store. So, what's the difference?
Right. Yeah, Taco Bell's on a roll, huh?
Yeah, but it's not just Taco Bell. But, it's like lettuce can kill me. Chipotle could kill me. Yeah. Everything can kill you.
Diet Coke's going to give you cancer or whatever. They're not a sponsor.
Nope. All right, that'll do it for Mailbag Monday. If you got any more, send them in. I'll just bookmark them for Jeremy and I for next Friday. Final segment with Will this week. Thank you again for doing this all week. I appreciate it.
Man, it's been fun.
What's
your favorite segment on the show? You want to answer that on the back end?
Yeah, we can do that on Junkie of the Day. We can do that. We can just throw that in there as well. But coming up next year on ESPN 97.5.
Snuffleup, I guess.
All right, Junkie of the Day here on ESPN 97.5, Jeremy and Joe. Final segment from East River 9 inside Birdie's Ice House. Again, awesome place to come out watch the Open this weekend. Will Bryson DeChambeau be playing in it? We'll see.
What entails an ice house?
A name?
Just saying it? If you identify as an ice house, you're an ice house?
I think so. I don't know if it's like part of the concept.
Like in the out, because I think of all of them, and they're
There's
all
so
like
many.
a lot of outdoor, like the prominent outdoor area of them
Yes.
all kind of rings to my mind.
But they got it out there. They got a big
That's
TV
what I'm saying.
out
They got a
there.
big ass.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how, like, I think it's just like a branding thing.
Definitely Texas.
I had never heard of it before.
Same.
Like, and then now they're just kind of everywhere. Junkie of the Day, I will nominate Bryson DeChambeau.
That was one of mine.
I mean, pretty easy.
His agent coming out being like, Bryson's many things, but not a cheater. Okay, well, then he's what, going to be a quitter? Like, come on, dude.
Dude, I'd rather be like, what a loser if he doesn't play tomorrow.
Be
like,
pissed, come out and win the whole damn thing.
yeah, like
You're in second place. Shut
you're
up.
down 3 strokes now. Like, you're not like it's not like you're back 6 shots, or you're on the cut line.
Well,
or anything
exactly.
Like that.
Even more so the cut line. It's
Like,
crazy.
if it puts you like one off the cut line or puts you into the cut line, like I get like throwing a tantrum,
he's so,
I guess, but like this is just like just
he's
play,
so
dude.
annoying, man.
And I think it's
So
kind of even
annoying.
worse, like to go out and play now tomorrow, like in a weird way, where
Because
it's like I'm not gonna play, and then you go out and play, and it's like, well then, like relax, dude.
And then you put all this like attention on you and all this spotlight on you in a negative way. Like you self-caused so much of that.
Yeah.
Kind of like the Easons.
Yeah. Did Mama Easton keep tweeting at you last night?
Actually a little bit, yeah, but it was more like other people. I did put out a full video.
She was just in your mentions?
Yeah, she was in, like, not my mentions, but my mentions got, like, dragged into it.
Yeah.
I did put out a full video on X, so Mama Easton, if you're listening, and Tari, if you're listening, I CC'd you on the post, so it's not like I'm ducking the smoke. Let's roll, baby. Come get some.
My other one I'll nominate just, the NFL teams that had grass in their stadiums for the World Cup
That's a good one.
are already replacing it back with turf. The players are now starting to speak out. I don't really get why we're doing this. Like, it works so well. Players
It costs
largely
a
stay healthy.
fortune.
Who cares?
Well, the owners.
you know what also costs a fortune? When
The
your
players?
quarterback tears an ACL and he can't play in the playoffs.
Yep. Did you see the interview with Mac Brown recently talking about
No.
he was the one that pushed for the turf because all the studies said it was healthy and that water costs a fortune and so I loved his insight. I don't know enough to say whether I rather play on grass. I know players say they rather play on grass, so then give them what they want.
Yeah, it's grass. My last one here. We went over this. I like wrestling still. I do. Okay.
Tommy Invincible.
Tom Brady. He's working an angle again.
Oh,
He's
jeez.
coming to the WWE at some point. He apparently slapped Logan Paul today at Fanatics Fest.
Ooh.
But there's no, like, WWE is tweeting it out.
Let me see. Bro, he got him in the ear hole.
And then Karl Anthony Towns had to escort Logan Paul off the stage.
These manufactured things are so corny.
Yeah, but I don't need Tommy Brady to be in
I don't care
WWE.
who's involved, but it's just so obnoxious. It was like the John Rocker and was it Patrick Mahomes' dad that got into it and New Orleans, but it wasn't real. It was like, oh my gosh.
All right, what do you got?
Ryan Gold to the Cardinals,
Yeah.
gambling on their draft picks and being suspended. Like that's gonna be with you forever, and it wasn't worth it. Like just dumb.
Yeah.
I'll go LeBron again for continuing to talk about the
says
choice.
he knows where he's going, but won't announce it yet. I thought Adam Silver having to publicly come out and be like, yeah, we kind of need LeBron to announce where he's going so we can make the schedule. Was like, yeah, because like you want him on Christmas, you want an opening day, especially if it's his last season. So, all right, that'll do it for Junkie of the Day of the show this week. Colton.
What's the winner?
Oh, yeah. I think Bryson.
I'll go Bryson.
All right, Bryson's the winner. Congrats to Bryson DeChambeau. Might not win the tournament this weekend, the Open, but at least you win Junkie of the Day. Colton, great job back at the studio.
What's your favorite show segment?
Mailbag Monday on a
Same.
Friday.
I love getting listeners involved.
All right, that'll do it for us today. Thank you to East River 9 Birdie's Ice House for having us out here all day. Jeremy will return on Monday. Will, thank you again for filling in all week. That'll do it for us this week. Enjoy your weekend and the return of Astros baseball. Smoking and Toasting coming up at 7 o'clock. That'll do it for us today. Peace.
Peace. Thanks, Colton. Appreciate you, bruh.
Thanks, dude.
This is Ron Ansana with your market scoreboard report on ESPN 97.5.
I'm Frank Miller with Your Money Now. Well, a bit of a price increase in the energy markets today as oil rebounded from consecutive sessions of losses. Crude oil prices were higher today as the military confrontation between the U.S. and Iran widened. Oil surged to settle just under $82 a barrel after U.S. forces targeted Iranian civil infrastructure, and Kuwait reported an attack on a vital water desalination and power plant. However, the gains were capped late in the day after both Washington and Tehran expressed an unexpected readiness to enter diplomatic peace negotiations. Meanwhile, there's a massive milestone in the music business as pop icon Madonna has officially secured the #1 spot on the Billboard 200 chart with her new sequel album called Confessions 2. Debuting with 134,000 equivalent album units, the release is her 10th chart-topping record and her first #1 in a decade. Madonna now holds the rare commercial distinction of scoring #1 albums across 4 separate decades. On Wall Street, another sell-off in tech led to weakness. That is Your Money Now.